On that note, hello everybody. Welcome back to Ghost of Saltmarsh. We have a surprise guest, totally surprise. Never been on my channel before.
Nope.
Say hi, Kevin.
Say hi, Kevin.
Nice. Inspiration point. Okay. So when we last left off, gonna fill in. Axel is at a Weird Al concert as we were starting our session.
Player. Axel himself.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
Kind of like just
vanishes.
Mm-hmm.
you get an acute case of teleportosis. It's like the flu, but you teleport randomly instead of throwing up.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You usually end up where you started sometimes, but it's awful. Magic diseases are terrible.
But on
Takes mental note writing that down for other campaigns.
On any note, when we last left off, the group was exploring an abandoned, haunted house, where they learned it wasn't haunted at all. Someone cast some magic mouths all over the place that made spooky noises when people got nearby. They found a dead body down the basement. They went to go explore upstairs, and they found out that there was a spot where people have been putting the lanterns up on the windowsill quite recently. And when they shined the light through the window, out at sea, a light got shined back to them in a specific pattern.
One by land, two by sea.
Yeah.
That's not a pattern we know in this world.
No? We're on Orth, not Earth. I know it's easy to confuse the two.
Oh, I thought it was Earth.
We did repeat it, but we don't know what that means.
Yar?
Abby is assuming that that's smugglers.
Remember,
What?
it's actually supposed to be a Brooklyn accent. Orth.
Nope,
Oof.
that's dumb.
We're at Orth.
On any note, suddenly out in the hallway outside that room, the cardboard cutout of the Merfolk goes and turns to normal character. So, describe yourself, Blake.
Well, Josul is out of the water, so he has his de facto red turban on. He has a turban tied around his head that is bright red. It looks as though maybe he even dyes it himself regularly to keep the brilliant color. It has some hues of pink in parts of it because maybe the dye wasn't exactly perfect and he was probably using shellfish, which might not be the best dye material to use.
There are specific oils you could probably put into it to make it water resistant.
Yeah. But he only ever usually wears that when he's out of the water. You've most likely seen him. He has about facial hair like mine, only unlike mine, it is bright red. He has short hair kind of on his head if you ever see him without his turban, or if he has to take it off to adjust it and put it back on. It is short red hair. He has a full head of it, unlike me, who, I'm missing like that much of it. He's not. And he is quite jolly. He is very large, 300 and something pounds. Let me see exactly. It's weird. Merfolk aren't exactly tall. They're measured by length. So I wrote down height, but then I put /length. So he's not exactly very tall. He's 352 pounds. But he doesn't look like it's all just like maybe too much food. It certainly looks like quite a bit of it is, but he looks like he's got some muscle to him too. 14 strength. So, he's quite jolly. He laughs a lot. And his voice sounds like this.
I love it.
So,
And his laugh is quite ha 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 ha.
Did you make
He
a
kind of
Mars
jiggles.
Santa Claus?
He kind of shakes and jiggles when he laughs. He laughs to the point where all of him moves when he's laughing. He's one of those people when he laughs, it's like his whole body is in motion.
oh my gosh, he is Merc Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Mer Claus.
He's kind of like Merclaus, but he doesn't give people things. He smuggles people things. So,
Oh, just like
I
Santa
mean-
Claus.
yeah,
Where do you
kind of.
think he gets the stuff from?
I wouldn't smuggle it into their house more as I would probably smuggle it out of their house. Or borrow. Borrow, stealing is such a harsh word.
On any note, you guys just finished with the whole lantern at the window scene. And there was one room left on the second floor that you guys had not explored yet.
Did we want to explore that one, or did we want to take a short or a long rest, or what?
We definitely want to look in there first.
Yeah, I'd say look in there first and then go back for the rest.
If someone is using magic, it might be best to investigate more prudently than waste time.
Okay.
I don't
You
think
wanna-
there can be any more bugs than we've already seen, Abby.
I think we should still let her go
You said that
first.
last time, and then there were more bugs.
Judging
No.
from the number of bugs we have encountered so far, I would estimate there are probably more bugs.
No more bugs. Shh, 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 shh. Joseph. More bugs. There's no more bugs.
Hopefully there's more wine.
Okay.
I say, pulling up the bottle of wine that we found in the basement. Hopefully there's more wine. This is rare and hard to find. There's probably about 50 gold pieces worth of wine, I'd say.
Tastes like vinegar, though.
Those, it would be nice.
All right, I guess let's go. I'm gonna go listen at the door.
You probably hear some muffled noises.
Muffle, muffle.
Crack open the door and peek in.
As you go to open the door, it is locked.
Oh shit. It's locked.
Oh.
Well, that's a rather major inconvenience.
Yeah.
Have we encountered any other locked doors in here yet?
I don't think so.
Interesting.
I can try and kick the door in.
No, there's no sense in such bludgeonry. I'll pick the lock.
Oh, okay.
You have these
Oh,
tools.
move out of the way.
Of course I do.
That's why I was pretty sure you had some. I just wanted to
I'm
be
a
sure.
smuggler.
All
I
right,
would be foolish to not have these tools.
sleight of hand.
Okay. Let's see. What's my modifier before I go
Maybe
roll again?
thieves tool?
Yeah, it's a
Proficiency?
tool proficiency. It's like Dex
Um,
plus your tool proficiency.
24?
What a tool.
Okay, you doubled the DC, so
I
you
rolled an
easily
18.
open the door. You discover, as you were unlocking it, that the door was recently oiled.
Oiled.
Also, in the southeast corner of this decayed bedroom lies a man. Kevin. He is alive, though bound and gagged. He is clad in only his undergarments and appears to have no weapons or equipment.
Oh boy.
Spice nut.
Hi.
So Ned, what do you do? The door opened and a weird fish man just opened the door.
Like quite
There's
large.
a little halfling like peering around the door.
I have like a turban on. I'm very, very jiggly.
He looks like he can barely fit into the
I'm
room.
gonna carefully go over and pull the gag out of his mouth.
You notice this room, like the other room, has the wet floor stuff, but you're able to easily just go around it.
Did somebody throw away a perfectly good human?
What? Oh man.
He's not roasted with the proper seasoning, so he's not edible.
Oh, Ned, you're at full HP, but there is a sharp pain on the back of your head as well.
Got a headache.
Hi.
Hi.
What happened to you?
Well, I think I might have been knocked out.
I mean, clearly somebody tied you up and stripped you butt naked.
I got my skivvies, but
Well,
yeah,
mostly
I need to
naked.
find clothes. Do you have clothes?
There's actually some in the other room.
Oh, can you
Who
untie me?
knocked you out?
I don't know. I came in the house to seek shelter. I'm coming from Seaton, and I was like, "Ooh, I'll stay here for a bit."
Okay.
Walked
I'm
into the
gonna
kitchen.
untie him.
If any of you, while you're untying him, you notice he clearly has a big bruise on the back of his head.
Hey, somebody hit you on the back of the head.
Yes.
I think I do like poke him right where the bruise is.
I'm just like, oh look, there's the bruise, because I'm too short to poke him in the back of the head, and you're like, yep, poke.
What do you just don't move for a minute? I just
No,
Chill.
he's a friend.
He's like trying to grab the little halfling and put her in front.
stop moving. I'm trying to figure out what they hit you with. Ah,
Says another fish creature. Looks like Creature's Black Lagoon, but with more goldish scales.
I thought you were a bit more human looking from the description. Instead of that crowd.
I mean, I had gills. What's wrong with gills? Nothing.
The entire spectacle has just
you
caused
stop
Josul to
yelling at
laugh.
I'm not a shield. I have a shield. You can use that.
You're a shield. You're the same. You're about the same height as a shield for a tall person.
And technically, you're holding a shield, so that makes you kind of a shield.
You're a double shield.
Does that
My
make it a
dear-
+1 shield?
My dear
It does.
human friend, the only person here you have to fear as far as eating you goes is me. The rest of them aren't going to enjoy eating.
That's not helping, Josul.
Josul, you eat human?
We're not gonna eat you.
Only when it's roasted with a nice Chianti and some fava beans.
Okay, Just avoid any fireballs. You should be fine. He won't eat you.
God, you've had like 2 lines and you're already like, everybody's like, oh no.
It's not cannibalism when it's a different species.
That's just lunch.
Since you didn't mention it alive, I'll just say it anyway. Abby internally says, "Why am I surrounded by cannibals?"
Yeah. That's cool. Okay. Can you put
I
me
am
down?
not a cannibal.
I'll show
Fish
you
your
where
friends,
the
not
clothes
food.
are.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's so cold.
It is pretty new here in here tonight. I'm gonna lead him to a room with a pile of clothes that I thought was definitely hiding skeletons.
I slither out of the way so I don't look like I'm gonna eat him.
Hey Ned, there's your clothes.
Ooh, I put some on. I got my pants back.
Oh, they actually belong to you?
Yeah,
All of
apparently.
them? I thought it was a lot of clothes.
No, it was one set
Oh.
of clothes.
Oh,
Oh,
The
okay.
outfit
never mind.
here.
Oh, okay.
Don't know about them socks, but this outfit's mine.
Oh, okay.
I take
Um,
the socks and keep the socks.
Do any of you have an extra, like, dagger or something I could borrow?
I'll loan you my mace. I don't really use it that often anyway.
I hold up a dart. I'm like, I got an extra dart. Do you want a dart?
Thanks.
Do you dual wield?
I'm just imagining like that first level in oh god, what is it, Baldur's Gate, the video games, where it's like, yay, I'm first level.
Yeah.
I have a club.
You have a quarter staff and nothing else, and your guy's walking out like, ah, crap.
Just like, what can I pick off of dead goblins?
Barbarian Charlie Brown. I got a rock.
Uh-huh.
Pretty much.
Axel's a pretty nice dude. He'd probably be willing to offer you the long sword if you wanted that instead of the mace.
Can you use any of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, if you've got the longsword, you don't need the dart. I'll take the dart back.
I need a ranged weapon too, right?
Okay, fine, keep the dart.
Deception check.
Weapon.
Okay. I got a 23. Oh, sorry, no extra weapons.
Oh. Wow.
You're not.
Sorry, no extra weapons.
I
got a 23.
absolutely believe you.
It turns out he's not fat at all. They're just hiding under his shirt.
Where do you think I hide them? One of them is very well hidden. The other one is not so well hidden. I rolled deception for each of them to see where they're hidden. I have the DCs written down, so if you spot check me or perception check me, I'll tell you if you see them.
No, it's just like I got a dart so I can throw at a distance and a sword to swing.
Okay.
Okay. But this place is really spooky. Like, I've been hearing noises, like ooh noises.
It's a haunted house.
Oh shit!
Wait.
We've also heard a lot of skittering noises and a lot of explosions.
Wait, but the woo noises, none of the magic mouse made that sound, did they, Sekald?
No, they were just the standard spells cautioning people.
Well, one of them was like evil laughing and wooing.
Oh, okay.
Never mind that.
We think it might have been a fake haunted
Sound
house.
magic used. As well dilapidated as this place is with insects, no doubt it's a trap for adventurers to go to. I would imagine the smugglers or some sort of thieves guild uses the place as a means of gathering supplies from adventurers who attempt to enter the place,
Wait.
allowing the insects to do the work for them.
So you're Jesus on the sword. So you're saying a bunch of smugglers are masquerading a house as a haunted house to scare the
Thieves.
locals away, so that they can keep a smuggling situation?
Thieves. It would be an easy way to get some basic supplies.
That's
Adventurers
such a-
continuously
yeah.
go
Has
into the
any of
house.
them dressed up as a monster you
The
found
answer
yet?
is yes. We stumbled into a Scooby-Doo house.
No, we haven't run into any of that yet, though I've heard tales of some people solving mysteries involving such.
Huh.
And on the wind outside, you just hear like zoinks.
Welcome to some Scooby-Doo shit.
Or
There's
you
a
hear
house.
ree.
There's nothing else to explore in this house, is there?
You didn't fully explore the basement. Like, you got to that corpse and stuff. But you didn't really fully explore the basement at all. It was really dark down there, and there were rat grubs. And you guys were like,
Mr.
nope.
Josul, I know you were a little distracted at the time. Did you want to take a peek, a gander around that basement?
It would be a wise idea. There was a bottle of wine down there that was quite rare and exquisite. I could use this to roast a rather nice steak. But that aside, sorry.
It would actually be terrible for that. It tastes like vinegar.
But properly roasted with the right spices, one could make it quite delish.
You do cook with vinegar. You can make a vinegar red sauce for the steak.
Of course. I am not this jolly because I don't enjoy food.
I thought it was a glandular problem. Like,
No,
sometimes
not
the
at all.
gallbladder and stuff.
It's entirely too much steak.
Thyroid.
A random chef hat that somehow got stuck in the rafters above just coincidentally just plops and lands right on top of Ned's head. And then falls off and disappears out of sight. You never see it again.
I guess we're going into the basement?
Oh, that's going to be scary.
Yeah.
We've already been down there. It was fine.
I mean,
Yeah, we
you
killed
already
the
said
bugs
you've
down there.
explored everything and figured it out. We should just leave. Go back to town.
Katie heads for the basement stairs.
Yep. Okay.
Head back to the dark stairs, the creaky stairs of the basement.
I purposely touch the stair that I know will talk, and jump back away from it for effect.
Let's see.
Yeah, I didn't destroy the second one.
Nope.
I'm trying to remember exactly what it did. Give me just a moment.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Are we looking for traps the really bad way?
Yes.
Perception
you
check?
immediately hear hideous screams from that first stair.
Someone shut him up.
Wow.
Ghost!
I grab his shoulder. I grab his shoulder and I say, "Don't worry about it. It's just magic."
It's a trick.
Magic ghost!
I will end you.
Katie,
The Sahuagin's going to end me! I knew that would end that way.
I told you the only person you have to fear eating you is me, and you're not dead yet.
This poor human is screaming and on either side he's got these two big fish people like looming over him.
You know, I'm actually kind of happy no one picked a crab man, because that would make this even more awkward.
Even more shocking. Oh my god. I was torn between Merfolk and Crabman, by the way.
Sure.
So it only won by literally a coin toss.
Shut him up before I crack his spine with my claw. Anyway.
A perception check of 20. Maybe it's just 20. Hang on. Sorry, 23.
23.
Do I see anything else trapped on the stairs?
No. That was just for the stairs?
Down these stairs.
Yeah, for the stairs specifically as we're going down them. Are there any more traps or magic mouths or any crap?
No, but you notice that first plank, that is the first step, has been moved more recently than the others. It has been moved recently. It's just, you notice that one has a little bit of a indent in the mold growing on the sides. Like
Is there a
somebody
way to
moved
pick
it.
up so I could see what's under it?
Yeah,
I pick it up and see what's under it.
you see the mouth on it.
Ew, no.
There's the spell. I flip it around and then put it back so we can see the mouth that's on the stair so we avoid it.
I mean, I knew it was there. I just wanted to do that.
So, yeah, I was coming to town to be an adventurer. I think I'm doing a good job.
Nailed it. You're doing so great, buddy.
Absolutely, my friend. You've been trapped in an enchanted house and you've encountered a group of other adventurers. You're well on your way.
To be
You're
safe,
not dead yet.
we'll say his pants were brown.
Oh.
And you wore brown pants today. A wise
That is
color to
always
choose.
a smart choice.
Brown pants, red shirt.
If I were capable of wearing brown pants, I would. But, you know, with having a tail and all, pants are a bit
Yeah.
of a restriction.
You'd be having a pant, singular,
Right. Yeah, exactly.
like a tube stop.
Yes, it would look quite like that, wouldn't it?
I
I
can
saw
make you one
somebody-
of those.
I
He
saw somebody
laughs.
putting on a
He
snake.
laughs heartily, grabbing either side of his stomach as he laughs.
You hear jingling of bells in the distance.
That happens a
so-
lot. You get used to it.
So,
This has turned into
Mr.
Wild
Josul,
Wasteland.
If you think there's going to be more stuff around here, I'm going to look around. Do I do a perception check or investigation or what?
You guys investigated the corpse in the basement. You investigated the stairs, which is where you found the one wine bottle that was underneath the stairs. But you did not investigate the rest of the room.
Yeah, that's what I was
the
saying.
The cellar was actually kind of big.
So, for me to investigate the rest of the cellar, is it investigation check?
Yes.
I succeed in assisting you.
I will help also.
Fun
Does
fact.
that mean I have advantage?
Yes.
You have advantage. I rolled 20 to assist you.
That is a 17.
Okay.
The 23 assists you.
Goddamn, fuck you both. Fucking rogues, man.
Abby's looking in the metal crate thing,
Really spot good.
and Josul and Ned both notice that there is a secret door on the south part of the basement.
It's a secret door over there.
Like
What?
there's like the bottom of the like where a fireplace would be. I don't know why there's a fireplace in this basement, but there is.
Keep it warm.
Seems like a poor place for a fireplace, as you would only heat this room and not the rest of the house.
Well, if the chimney goes all the way up and you build fireplaces, it will help heat the whole room.
Yeah.
But-
That's a possibility, it could.
Right next to it is one of those pivot secret doors where like the pivot focal point's in the middle of it and it like rotates around.
I like to think like the two of us are opening and closing it. I think this is a secret door. You agree? Yeah. Meanwhile,
Yes, I agree.
Abby's
No,
definitely
I'm
searched, like, the other
just
part of
like,
the room.
no, I mean, you already made the Scooby-Doo reference. It's just like, there's a secret door. Oh, fuck, where did Josul and the other one go? He ate it.
Secret door spinning round and round. Like in a Scooby-Doo episode.
What is your
Ned's leaning on the plank and it's just spinning round and round.
Ned and Josul? What are your past perceptions? I know you have dark vision, but
My passive perception is 14.
okay.
16.
14, 16. All right. There is lighting on the other side. Already lighting.
There's something on the other side, potentially.
Like torchlight or like lantern light or like magic light?
It seems like torch lighting. From what you can tell, you haven't really peeked your head in there,
Most
though.
likely someone who's recently been here on the other side. A torch is lit. They only burn for an hour.
I guess we can peek through the door. Can the door fit more than one person, or is it one at a time?
It's one at a time. So who peeks first?
I peek first.
Okay. Josul, as you peek your head into the door, you see a torchlit chamber that was once part of the large cellar, but has been converted into a living quarters. 10 crude beds stand along the south wall, with each a wooden locker at its foot. A long wooden table, ringed by rickety stools, dominates the center of the room. Metal cups and dirty plates sit on top of the table. A cook stove is installed near the table as evidence of a recently cooked meal sit in a pot on top of it. A large ham hangs from the loop of twine near the stove. A sturdy set of stairs leads to a trapdoor in the ceiling above, and there are 2 wooden doors on either side of the room.
I think we found the thieves' hideout. Do I see any living creatures in the room?
You do not.
I'm
If
gonna
I were
be
going
the
to build a
second through the
thieves'
door.
room, this would be the best place to hide it. There are 10 beds in here, a cooking pot, a large table, everything you would need to hide an entire group of thieves in one room.
Yeah, I'm thinking my theory about the smugglers is a lot more accurate now.
What check would it be to identify, based on my background, whether or not this house has been used by smugglers?
I would give that an overall intelligence check with proficiency, because
Okay,
that's your job. You're proficient in it.
right. Blah, 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 blah.
Hush.
Frack. 11.
I mean.
Oh wait, sorry.
That's good enough to pass, I would say.
13.
This was definitely. It seems like a decent setup for a smuggling area.
Yes, this does
not
seem
out
like
of
a
the-
smuggler's house. I
definitely-
would agree with your theory, Abby.
It's definitely not out of the question.
And you said there were 2 doors, correct?
Is that what you said I saw?
No, it's like a rotating secret door.
I thought there were 2 doors in this room.
Oh, in this room.
There's a trapdoor leading up.
Yeah.
There are 2
okay.
wooden doors to the east side of the room.
Oh yeah, from your current visible standing, you wouldn't be able to see those. Whoopsies. Do you go inside?
Yeah, I go inside if I see
Okay.
there's no one in there.
As you go inside and you see no one in there, they made their stealth checks against your passive. So
God damn it.
suddenly, popping out, 3 humans appear, all with bows, and they fire at you, Josul.
You're frightened too.
As
Any
we need.
reaction time before that?
Nope, they get their surprise round, but we roll initiative first.
Okay.
Yay!
I was about to keep track of initiative. I was like,
Yeah, you should roll yours too.
now it's like thinking I was DMing again, pulling out my initiative tracker. And
Oh.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
Guess when I go at?
Oh boy, 0. I like that. That's a nice whole number.
0. You have a negative modifier to your dex.
Yeah, we discussed this last time. Also, I rolled the oh no.
Nice.
Oh no!
I got a 1 and I have a -1.
Nice.
7.
Wow. What do our
20.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
14.
What did our wizard get?
22.
Wow.
Cool.
KD.
6.
Wow. It's just like one way or the other. Okay, so up first are the bad guys because they get a surprise round.
Oops.
They got an 8 on their initiative. So
You got a surprise edition, a condition.
you said your AC was 13, correct? Josul?
Yeah, 14.
Okay, that one made it on the dice. They got bows and they're just pew pew. Well, one has a bow.
Yeah, my AC is 13.
One has a bow, and the other 2 have light crossbows. So, 17 hits with the crossbow. Another 17 with the other guy hits with the crossbow. The guy with the bow is really fast. He gets to shoot twice. He got a nat 19 and a nat 16. So all 4 shots hit you.
Okay, I choose to take the damage later.
Okay. That damage you take later is a whopping... a lot. 22.
Okay, I am dead.
No, you don't take because it's not all at once. So each individual attack. So
What was your total HP?
yeah.
8.
8? Alright. So you're at 2 fails.
Yeah, so yeah. Basically,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, well, actually, at the moment that you got downed after the second shot, they wouldn't have shot any more times. They're not sadistic.
Cleric.
They might be. I don't know.
I got him.
I mean, most people don't double tap when they're fighting a creature if you get adventures. So
Have you
Wow,
met
these guys-
Demona?
Well, I said most people. So we'll say it was the 2 guys with the 2 crossbow bolts hit you. Camera, come on. Okay, there we go. And you are down.
Okay.
Actually, wait, you have 8 hit points?
Yeah.
Will that knock you down? Yeah, because that would have been 10 damage total from those 2 guys.
Right.
Alright, so let's see, who's right behind you? Is the question.
I probably was. Because we're both at the secret door at the same time.
Okay.
I also said that I went through the secret door.
You're short there, miss you.
I mean,
pretty
I
sure
also
your
have
soul's
an 18 AC.
Frame covered you.
And I'm-
Josul's frame covers a lot of things. And his corpse currently doubles as cover.
sorry, I'm writing a message.
Smugglers! Bandits!
For those wondering, the dog is fine. Apparently, that was the sound that he made when our house guest stopped petting him. I thought he had like broken his leg or something.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
You hear the guy with the bow say, "I got him." What the heck was that thing? And do you do anything, Ned?
Oh,
You don't have
as
to.
he goes down, I just pull out the one singular dart that they lent me and throw it in their direction.
Can I cast Summon Barrage on the dart?
That's 13.
You have summoned barrage?
No, I was just hoping I could finally use it from Vents.
Are you attacking the guy with the bow, or are you attacking one of the two guys with the crossbows?
Which one took 2 shots?
Well,
Me.
the one with the bow didn't get the fire because the crossbow guys shot him down already.
Let me think. Crossbow, maybe? Since there's 2 of them.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was confused by a message. All right, so you hit.
They do D4 darts in this edition.
Yep.
Yes.
They are not 1 damage like they were in older editions.
4 damage. That's my dex.
Okay. Goes right into his head and just ah! It's just like stuck in his forehead. He's like, and he looks at Ned in shock. And that was the surprise round. So Sekald, it's your turn.
So how close are they to each other?
They're fairly far apart. You're not in the room yet. You can't even see any of them right now.
Oh, shit.
There's only enough room to go through the store for 1 person at a time. Currently, there's a prone, dying merfolk there, but besides that, you could get across.
A prone,
Okay, so-
mostly dead merfolk.
Did who made it through the door? Just Josul and
My
I
corpse.
thought I had
Josul
said that.
partially.
Okay,
Yeah.
'cause I thought I had said I went after Josul, but I guess.
Oh yeah, Ned's in the way. Now I think about it, he's standing right there.
My almost
Remember,
corpse
surprise
is
round.
mostly blocking the doorway.
Cool. Okay.
Ned is using it as cover.
I don't even know
and
you're
throwing
down.
darts over top of it. Oh yeah, I'm 1 death save from dead.
Cool.
Okay, you hear one of the bandits after they return say, "Haha, we killed him dead." Ha.
Can
That-
Sekald even get through the door?
If Ned will let him pass, he can willingly go through.
Ned's just freaking out. He's like,
Would it take an action to just move him out of the way as I get into the room?
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm yelling, move through the door, Ned. Move. Move.
Free action, I move!
Okay.
Move action is move.
Okay.
It's not my initiative, I can't move! Technically, you can walk through my thing because, we're allies, but...
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can.
he literally said. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, no, it isn't your turn yet. Yeah.
Anyways, I get just inside the door and immediately move to the right so somebody else can move past me coming in. And I will... Give me just a second.
Okay. That one guy that didn't get to attack because the thing that they were attacked was down, readied his attack instead. So when you walk through, 2 shots fire at you.
Oh, lovely.
Let's see. 22 for the first one. It's a short bow, by the way. And a 14. Did they both hit?
Both hit.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. You take 10 piercing damage.
And the wizard's pinned to the wall. Because I have 8.
Ah!
TPK by 4 rogues in a room.
Cool.
3. Well,
There's only 3. The one with the bow shot twice, but the guys with the crossbows only shot once because crossbows.
did he shoot first?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. All right.
Well, we know his name is Han anyway.
Death saving throw for our rogue. As it's your turn.
All
And
right.
the third
If
one.
I fail this, I am dead forever. And Josul will have lived a whole of 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to go with my homebrew rule that we were doing back in 3.5. I've never actually had to do it for 5th until now. You are automatically stable, because on the first session of any campaign ever, you just don't die. I don't allow it.
That's kind.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just really not
He
fair.
wasn't here for the first one.
Yeah, but this is his first
Give
one.
him a break, my dude. I have one healing spell left.
So you're 0, but you're stable. So no
Okay.
saves or anything. Unless somebody kicks you, you're fine.
Don't kick the fat guy.
All right, so
Sorry.
that's Josul's turn. Hey, it's their turn again, huh? How about that? All right, so they're doing pretty damn well. I'm surprised. All right, so let's see.
We downed over half the team.
They're looking at each other like, what? Oh, what? Wait, what?
We just came to talk. Holy shit!
What?
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 You came to talk?
Yeah.
Do we even know what's happening? Well, I guess we
The
just
two
them
people
yelling.
are almost dead.
This thing flipped forms in a doorway and there's blood on the floor.
You're from the sea?
Yes?
You're not here to
No.
steal us and feed us to fish?
No?
I'd respond, but I'm bleeding.
I'd respond, but I think there's an arrow in my mouth.
But they're friends.
Ned, who the heck are these people?
Who the hell's Ned?
You know these people.
Ned!
Okay, so Katie, what do you... Oh, wait, yeah, that was their turn. Right. So, Ned, your turn.
I just run in. Drop your weapons! We got you! And I run up to that same guy.
What the hell's
Ned,
going on?
what are you doing?
I fucking knew you were playing a villain, Kevin. I literally asked him this earlier today. And he's like, what are you talking about?
The same guy with the dart in his head?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
8.
An 8 misses you.
You don't add anything to it? Oh,
It's
okay.
a longsword. No.
Oh. No one was kind enough to give the rogue something he could use.
I have no extra weapons.
Oh,
Deception
fuck
check.
off.
On that note, it's Katie's turn.
Katie is so confused.
They look equally confused. If you peek your head in.
I peek my head in.
They're all humans. One has a dart sticking out of his forehead. And he looks
That
scared
looks like
and
it-
confused.
That looks like it hurts. Don't lose that. That was mine. And I look at the wizard pinned to the wall and I'm like, oh my god. Whoa. I'm gonna try and like stabilize him with a medicine check. Katie's just like,
Do you not have any healing potions left?
hell no.
Okay.
One of
I
the
got-
one
I
of the
got
other
killed by
guys
some
points his
spiders.
crossbow at you and says, "Whoa, wait. What did you want to talk about?
That we're
You didn't answer my question.
we're just looking at the haunted house. I don't know what the hell's going on.
You can still perform your medicine check, by the way.
Okay.
He doesn't get a reactionary attack. That would be bullshit.
Katie's like trying to like figure out how to staunch the bleeding, and I roll a 7.
Great, you're gonna cause me to bleed out.
I mean, great at autopsies, not great at patching people together.
I'm learning.
You pull out one of the arrows, pinning him to the wall, and he bleeds out a little bit more.
Oh,
Ow!
I did something wrong. Oh no, he's leaking more.
Don't put it back. Don't put it back. Don't put it back.
She's like thinking about putting it back, and here's this no, and it's like, Abby.
Let me fucking in!
Abby, your turn.
I come through the door. What the fuck? Can I heal my friends?
Ah, child!
I'm a halfling, you racist!
You're a halfling?
Yes! I'm handing a fucking
You
I'm
racist.
handing a potion to the only other conscious friend in the room because I don't know who the fuck Ned is or who
These fish people are stealing children, too! Brainwashing them!
And then because I assume the guy who almost super died is worse off, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Josul and I'm shoving the potion at Katie so that she can heal the wizard.
I'm holding a bloody arrow in one hand and a potion in the other now.
Yep. Nailed it. Perfect. I don't even know what the fuck I roll for this. D8?
Okay, wait, so are you handing the potion to KD, or are you doing a medicine check? Because both of them are actions.
Handing a potion?
That's using an object.
Oh no.
I'll say it's in. Can I pull it out and just drop it? If I have to choose,
That'd be interacting with the object to drop it.
cool.
Just
All right,
cast
then
the
fuck it.
spell.
Josul is worse off.
Yeah.
I will heal him. If I have to choose, I have to choose.
You could point it out, and then Katie can grab it or something.
Yeah. I mean, you'd think it'd be like drawing. It's not drawing a weapon. That's stupid shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Drawing the weapon
Doesn't
would
make
draw
any
the
sense.
potion as part of drinking it.
I'm not even drinking it though. I'm not like
Right.
trying to administer it. I'm just pulling it out of my pocket and whatever.
They should make splash potion versions. You just
Yeah.
AoE heal, like it only heals like 2 or something. But
Makes mental note.
You heal. Hang on, math. 10 hit points.
Ooh,
Josul.
full hit points.
what? I was about to say you go from 10 to 0 to 10.
As I become conscious, can I say something?
Yeah, you are fully healed. You're completely uninjured.
I use my become conscious reaction to go, Galen Primewater would not be happy to see you attacking me. And that's what I use as my action for when I come
And I'm
conscious.
just like standing in front
I
of the
did not hear
wizard
what he
trying to
just said.
guitar. Yeah. it
Galen
froze on me.
Primewater would not be happy to see you attacking me.
Do I know who that is?
But in my voice.
Abby, you do.
Oh, I do.
He's one of the head councilmen in Saltmarsh. He's
Oh,
a very,
shit.
very, 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 very rich man. He's the richest man in the city. He's in charge of most of the shipping and all that.
Okay, that makes sense. And I'm just standing protectively in front of the fucking Sahuagin wizard with my shield. What's
Um,
going on? What the fuck?
Josul, roll me intimidation.
Can I make it a deception?
Sure. Wait, what? No.
Thanks.
Wait. You're not deceiving them, though.
I am. To a degree. Because I don't know if Galen Primewater really thinks I'm that useful.
Oh yeah.
mean-
Now that I think about it, you two have never actually talked. So okay, sure.
Right. Okay. 18.
All right.
Sorry. Yeah,
No, it's
18.
They got a nat 3, so they definitely didn't pass. They look really worried and still very confused.
Okay. Well, that's what I say because I can't do really anything else because that would be considered an action. So when I become conscious from healing, I just sprout up and say
Well,
that.
like, I mean,
It's a call.
oh yeah, no, it's not your turn yet.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Yes, you are. You'll need a death
Meow.
save.
Death saving throw.
I don't know how to do a death save.
That's a straight. Okay,
It's
so
looking-
death saving throw. I really like the T-shirt. I should probably get it. The Death Save brand. It's really
Yeah.
cool. But you roll a straight D20, no modifiers at all. If you get 11 or higher, it counts as 1 out of 3 successes. If you get a 10 or lower, it counts as 1 out of 3 failures. A nat 1 counts as 2 failures, and a nat 20 is you're at 1 hit point and you're up.
Roll
Okey-dokey.
yourself to life.
If you get the 3 fails, you are dead.
Yeah, that's why Josul was in such a predicament, because if you get hit while you're unconscious, you suffer 2 death saves immediately.
And if you suffer
Right.
more than double your hit points, you're dead. That's why he said he was dead.
Katie is holding the bloody arrow and saying, "He's leaking. He's leaking."
I know! I know!
Oh, 14.
Okay, that's 1 pass. So if you have a character sheet, it should have a death save spot. You get the 1 success out of 3. All right, and
Trying to
then
mark it.
I'll say you do that right before Josul does his intimidate, because that would be your turn doing the intimidation. And they're
Deception.
like, or deception, and they're like, huh, what? And then after that, it's their turn. So they go to lower their weapons, and they're like, wait, why did he send you here?
Who?
Who did what?
Are we out of initiative that I can speak again?
For now.
I mean, like, it's freaking speaking is free action.
Then I say, I represent him. I work for him. If you work for him too, it would be wise not to attack me. We are allies in this sense and not enemies. I don't know who he is. I point to Ned. I came with the rest of them.
The governor here is probably lying to you. Yeah, it's talking army.
Meanwhile, you're saying that, and that bandit's like, and a little bit
Don't
of
throw
blood.
that away. That's mine. I grabbed for the potion in Abby's pouch. our mage, and I'm like, you know, on second thought, pulling an arrow out the way it went is probably a bad idea. I should have broken it off and pulled it through.
Yeah,
Okay, give
yeah,
me
yep.
And that guy puts gets like a random part of his shirt he rips off and he like puts it up to his head. And you can see like the blood stains already starting on the cloth.
It's a common healing potion if that's what you're using for your
Yes. All right.
so 2d4 plus 2.
I look over at the thief that's holding his head and I go, apply more pressure.
I feed the potion to our mage. Oh, he gets 6 hit
sorry.
points back.
Do you think the boss will want to hear about this? This is the one guy, the injured guy looks over at the one with the bow. And he says, yeah, keep an eye on them. I'll be right back. Don't you move. Don't move.
Maybe if you need it.
Especially you, Ned. I don't know what the hell came into you, Ned. I know that you lost in cards last night, but that is no excuse to be throwing a dart at Fred's head.
He was tied and gagged upstairs.
You mean Sean? Sean's head. Shaun of the Dead.
Did you roll to fucking gaslight him?
Can I have the dart back that was in your head,
But you gave it to me.
No.
please?
He did pull it
you
out
don't
and throw
understand.
it.
Wait, no, but it completes the set, and can I just put it back in the set?
Roll persuasion.
For what it's worth, I am preparing the second any of these assholes look like they're aggressive on a sacred flame, the one that's injured.
The ones with the crossbows are still loaded. They're lowered.
Yeah,
they
I'm just-
look like they
I'm
could
just-
fire if they wanted to.
God, that's my equivalent of a loaded crossbow, because I'm a fucking cleric. It's what
I
I
got
do.
a 17 to persuade him to let me get my dart back.
Do these guys look like they probably speak thieves' cant?
I mean, you probably just heard him saying it, because you just said something thieves can't, didn't you?
I didn't know. I said
I'm
said
pointing
something
at Kevin
real,
across
but
the table.
Yeah, you saw Ned speaking it
okay.
in sign language.
Then I say to him, the thieves' cant equivalent of Captain Warmwater and I came into port. I'm just here to
You couldn't
handle some goods.
you couldn't see exactly what Ned was saying, but you know he was using thieves' cant under his.
Yeah, I basically use thieves' cant when I'm communicating with them as well. I speak thieves' cant, so if Ned said something, I know what he said.
You can't speak these, can't?
Yes, I can.
No, you
can do the
can't. Whatever. The
I'm
guy,
just looking at Katie, I'm like,
the guy looks really mad at Ned, but he goes over and he puts the dart on the table, and he backs off.
I go over and happily, like, just real slow, hands up, pick it up, wipe it off on my shirt.
And thieves can't. I turn to Dark Guy's side. Dude, I was trying to be in tight with them to betray them later, so they could.
Do you try to hide your thieves' cant as you notice the Murrow is watching you?
He's a marrow?
he's a what?
Well, you're not one, but you're Merfolk.
Oh, Merfolk.
Oh, okay.
I was like, he's an aquatic ogre?
That's a
Yes.
different kind of mermaid.
Deception. But that'd be
I'm
deception
large enough I
like
could be.
That would be your choice: deception or sleight of hand.
10.
Perception of 9?
Okay,
Would it be perception or insight?
insight,
Oh,
which probably
in that
worse.
Case, in that case, an insight of 5.
Yeah. Yeah, Ned, you're able to
Okay,
get away with it.
Wait, what? Like, did you roll it?
Yeah, I rolled it.
Oh, okay.
All
I
right.
don't have passive insight.
Just like, yo, Josul. Go over to him with thieves can't. You didn't tell me you worked for the boss?
Oh, speaking of which, Sekald, you'll need to give me another death save.
No,
Oh,
I found him a
No,
potion.
we healed him.
Yeah, we healed. They
I gave
healed.
him
They
6 hit
potioned.
points.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I missed that part, sorry.
I was gonna say, I'm like, if he's been dying this whole time, I was gonna fucking feed him a potion. That's what I was gonna do
I
next
know.
round anyway.
I look over at
Wait.
Ned, and in Thieves' Cant, I say to Ned, "You never asked."
Well, you're supposed to tell people that. And can't.
Ah,
Now that you're in the room, you can see over to your left. There's a hallway, and at the end of that hallway, there's a door that's boarded up. Or no, it appears normal, but it has a wooden bar across it, held in brackets on the frame of the door itself, and the word "danger" is scrawled onto the door in common tongue and with chalk. And then there's another door to its left.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask why you're trying to kill him if you know Ned?
I could
Why
ask.
does he-
I could ask the same question, Ned. It was
I don't
only
get-
2 gold, and you having to just stay upstairs naked.
Who hit him in the back of the head? He's got a bump on the head.
I know who did it.
And he was tied up.
Coming here to get out of the shelter because and you're just like, bam, god damn it.
Can I roll a medicine check to see if I can tell what hit him over the head?
Sure.
I hate this. I specifically chose not to give this character insight because I want to play her as, like a trustworthy, happy soul.
Yeah.
But I feel like at this point I shouldn't need to roll because come on.
Yeah.
I got a 9.
It's definitely some kind of bludgeoning weapon, not a fist.
I keep my eye out to see if I see anything I think could have done it. Well, I'm paying attention.
Who had the mace?
Abby did.
Abby had the mace.
Abby's mace. Woo! No, I'm kidding. She's actually in on it the whole time.
I sideways glance at Abby.
No, I'm kidding.
What? You've only ever seen her use her mace as an instrument for picking shit up and poking things. I have never used it
At
in
that
combat.
point, even my character would assume she has no idea how to use it. She just uses it to both stuff.
I'm actually pretty decent at it, but I'm better at Sacred Flame.
There's a
After-
thought bubble that pops out, boop, 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 and you see this like bubble, and you see like Kade in the bubble, like take the mace, and then try to recreate bashing. And then the bubble pops, and she's back in the scene.
You notice that the guy, when he left, there was a secret door in the back right corner of this really long cellar that he went through. They say it's a secret door, but there's no check for it, so it's just like it doesn't look like a normal door, I guess.
Right.
So you guys would have seen it regardless. But he comes back after a few minutes, and he says, "Well, we don't work for him." As he shoots his bow at Josul.
Oh shit! Can I
Oh,
do fucking?
No,
Can I
I'm
do
not
my
letting that
Sacred
happen.
Flame that I was
As
holding?
as it goes into Metal Gear Solid 5, where it's like deet, 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 and everything's in slow motion, getting their weapons out. As we go back into initiative, Sekald, it is your turn because you have lead initiative.
Thank the gods.
Oh, are they getting close to each
Blow them
other?
up.
There
Blow them up.
there are 2 guys with crossbows standing right next to each other. There's this guy. Let me see.
Lock them up with the grenade. Do it.
There's
Mhm.
He's 60 feet away at the door, and you swear you can see other people behind him.
Oh God, let's run.
What?
Grenade and run. Grenade and run.
So, how close are the 2 to us?
Coincidentally, just far enough away that your explosion wouldn't hit anybody else. Anybody else?
Cool.
I'm gonna ice knife the fuck out of them.
Does Ned?
Do you go for
count
the one that's holding the cloth on his head that's injured, or the one that hasn't been injured yet?
There are 2 standing beside each other, correct?
Yes, with the light crossbows.
Right. I'm aiming for them.
Yeah, which one do you aim at?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the one with
Tweedledee or Tweedledum?
the one with the head injury first. Yeah.
Okay, Tweedledee.
All right, give me just a second to get back to that. Here we go. Okay.
A dex save, was it?
No,
Sure.
no, it's a roll to hit and then a dex save.
Yeah, ranged attack. The first one. Let's see, that would be 25 to hit.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
that definitely hits the bandit.
Okay, so for him, it's 1d10.
Yep.
And then both of them need a dex save.
No, both of them would then take 2d. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Dex save or 2d6 extra.
If they succeed, they take half.
Yep.
Right. All right, that is 7 damage on the first one. Shit! Oh, nice. There it is.
Okay, you're an ice knife, like an ice shard thing from Skyrim, goes straight through the guy's head, and he starts to fall over. This is all still in bullet time, and then it explodes. And a frozen pink mist.
Yes!
And the other guy needs a dex save. What is your DC now that we fixed your wisdom intelligence thing?
DC is 14.
Okay, that sounds a lot better than 11. Because I was
Yes.
really worried that you're a wizard with 11 spell save. I'm like,
I was confused by that as well.
Yeah, that was my bad.
As a free action,
he got
Abby
13.
Kieran's like, is that what it looked like when you took me and Katie down with that? Damn!
Say again, Scotty.
13, so he failed.
Whoo, 2d6 to him. And he gets 8.
Okay, he is not dead. But he does, like, go to cover his face and stuff as the explosion happens. Our thief gets to go next. Josul. Sorry, not bad. Sorry.
Oh, wait. Do I still have my movement?
Yes.
I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So there is, let's see.
One guy is starting to fall. His most top part of his head's exploded.
One guy's dead. One guy's severely
The other guy is almost dead. And then there's that guy with the short bow who just came through the door. And he's like in slow motion grabbing an arrow.
And I'm assuming he's going to unleash a volley of like 140 arrows at my head again. So I'm not exactly too terribly happy at the fact that he did that.
He's really far away. Even with your even if you dashed, you wouldn't be able to reach him.
Nah, I can't do that yet, so it's not possible. None of these people I have advantage on, right?
The guy with the frost damage, I believe, has disadvantage.
He has disadvantage on his attacks.
Yes.
He's not advantage for me to attack him, though, so...
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of frostbite, not...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, that's kind of powerful for a first level spell. It deals a lot of damage and disadvantage on an attack.
Well,
yeah, that was my bad.
I'll say, since you got to go before them at the start of this combat, you would be able to get your sneak attack damage if you hit. You don't have advantage, but if you hit, you can sneak attack damage.
Okay. In that case, I'll pull out my not-so-well-hidden knife, and I reach into my vest as if I have an itch to scratch, and kind of, just as if I were to just fling my hand outward, a knife flies towards him.
He is actually 15 feet, so you could move up if you wanted.
I guess a knife's range is only 10 feet, right? Dagger.
No, it's...
Well, the other thing is if you throw it, then you don't have a knife anymore.
Yeah. I have lots of knives.
You can throw it. You can throw it. You can throw it.
Okay. Yeah. I chuck it at him.
Throw it.
Yeah. Whatever's gonna give me not penalties, so I have advantage, so I get my sneak attack, and I attack the guy that is almost. You know what? No, the guy with the fucking bow. Fuck that guy.
That would be at disadvantage. That would definitely be at the long range of the dagger.
All right. The guy that's almost dead then.
Okay.
It's a pity these don't critical like they do in 3rd edition.
As you're seeing, like, a red exclamation mark just start to appear above all their heads. Like, "Bree."
Yeah.
Not how I was expecting tonight to go.
You think?
TPK, not how you anticipated it.
Of course not. Never is. Yeah, so you wouldn't have disadvantage on that dagger throw. Thank you for looking that up. And you would be able to reach the guy on the other side of the room just barely. The range of the throwing dagger is 60 feet. He's like 50 feet away. This is a long haul.
Well, it's 20-60. If you throw it at 60, he can't get sneak attack because
Right. I'm not interested in hitting him if I can't sneak attack because I'm not going to kill him with a knife.
The injured guy you might be able to kill.
Yeah, the injured guy I'm chucking a knife at. So I chuck a knife at the injured guy, and my to hit is why didn't I write this down? That's what my to hit is.
Your dex bonus +2.
Oh, got it. Okay. So 23.
Holy okay. So his head would have exploded if your dagger exploded, because your dagger goes straight through his head.
And let's see. No, okay, that still counts.
What's the minimum damage you... Oh, wait, you got sneak attack. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
But sneak attack only does, like, what?
A D6 right now.
He has 2 hit points. He's dead.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
6, 7. I do 7 damage.
Yeah, he's dead. And that's your turn?
And then I say, Captain Warmwater sends his regards.
Nice. All right. Now it's the enemy's turn. So the guy with the bow She's like, get the arrow and fire
like-
it.
Oh, fuck.
Gets 4 attacks off before he goes down. Yeah. He's
He's
just
like, I knew those fish people were up to no good because I'm racist. And one arrow goes to the Merfolk, and one arrow goes to the Sahuagin. Actually, it's pronounced Sahuagin, apparently, but no one says Sahuagin.
Sekald left the room.
Sahuagin.
Yeah, I got the fuck out of there.
Oh,
And I was specifically standing in front of him. Because he
then one
believed
arrow.
among us.
You're
then
short.
one arrow at Abby.
Okay.
What about me?
Abby looked like a healer.
Oh, screw them!
Looked like I fucking am, yeah.
And he likes to
Goddamn
murder children.
I mean, hopefully I'm a healer in heavy armor, so, you know, we'll see.
Okay, an 8 definitely misses our rogue. And then... Oh, and that's single digits and you have really high AC, so the second arrow misses you. Abby. And then...
You just
Wait,
dodge out
there's
of the way and they're
more!
like,
He moves out of the way, and some of his friends come through.
We had like a sneak attack. We had like a thing where we're holding his stuff.
No,
Cool. Okay.
nope.
He uses his move to move up to the side, and 2 more guys with crossbows come in. One of them's a hobgoblin.
Cool.
What the hell?
I think you mean what the hob.
That.
And they're both just like, brink, brink. Miss on Josul, and a miss on Abby, as 2 crossbow bolts go.
how in the name of Hades did they miss hitting me?
You notice for some reason they're wearing like uniform outfits, and they're like white, and they look like plastic.
Okay. And it just got in the way when he went to raise it. The plastic caught on the bow, and he was just like, ah! And just fired randomly.
Oh, I was just thinking, he looks like he troops around in the storm.
Got it. Because my character's AC is the same as that flat wall behind us.
Ned, it is your turn.
Alright, so I'm like, oh. I reach forward, grab the dagger out of the guy's skull,
Mm-hmm.
flip it. I'm like, this for betraying our boss! Galen Primwater, head of the Smugglers Guild! And I throw it at the guy that was shooting the arrows.
I'm so confused.
He is an ally after all.
Do I know that guy, Galen, whatever?
I said his name once already, too.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know you're a smuggler. But I know his name.
You also probably wouldn't assume...
4 hits,
What hits? What?
24,
Oh, yeah.
for a massive 6 damage.
Son, relax.
Well, it
Nope.
hurts, for sure. You hit him right in the
Nope,
shoulder.
stop.
Oh, wait, did you put something on that dagger?
Yes, I use my bonus action.
Okay, so use your bonus action to do the thing. So, that is into PH. I believe that's a con save, right?
Yeah, DC 10.
Okay. Ooh, they might have failed. They did. They got an 8.
Ooh, 3 damage.
Okay. He goes, it too, Ned?
Don't betray our boss, Galen Primwater, head of the smuggler operation in our town.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who is this guy? Ned, what crack have you been smoking?
I hate you so much right now, Kevin.
That's Ned's turn. Kade. I keep forgetting everyone has so ridiculously low initiative count.
Katie is so confused.
Welcome to my world.
Your world? You control the world.
And yet he's
even
still
more the
confused.
point.
Little
That's
did
even more the point.
anime glasses and I do like the sheen, and I'm like, little did you know, I wanted to be confused. That is why Kevin is playing an NPC tonight.
They're way down the hallway, right?
50 feet away.
Great. The door's back behind me, right?
Yeah, 5 feet away.
Where's Abby in relation to me?
5 feet in front of you. No,
Yeah,
10
like
feet.
right next to you.
10 feet next to you.
Wait,
I'm gonna.
I want to blast him before we go.
I'm going to. Damn it! I want to pick up Abby, but I'm gonna run. I'm gonna just look around like, ah! I'm gonna run out the door after Sekald. Just go.
Okay.
You see, you know the.
Oh shit.
Wait,
And then I
Sekald,
go-
what's your movement speed? Your lane movement speed?
30.
30? All right.
Yes.
At that speed, you could actually go all the way up the stairs. Do you do that?
Hell yes.
Okay, let's see. You'd get
I think I still have an arrow in me.
Okay, you get just to the top step.
No,
and as you step on the top step,
I took one arrow out. He had two.
Oh, I didn't know he had two.
you with your 30 feet, you can just barely get to the top of the stairs. So as you get to the top of the stairs, your foot hits the top stair, and it goes, ah! That's the demon screaming and all that.
Can I break it real quick? Just
on-
like stomp.
On your turn.
So Katie dashes out of the room.
Okay.
Just full dash.
At full dash, you can move another 30 feet after the top of the stairs.
Yeah, I think I springboard over the top of Sekald's shoulders and go out the door upstairs.
Where do you head? Because this is the back of the house. You could go head back to the entranceway. You could go left or right before the entranceway.
I think when I get to the top of the stairs, I take a left, and then I just slam my back against the wall right there and stay out just outside the door on the left.
To your right in that hallway was that dining room, that big dining room area.
Okay, I don't go there. I'm literally right outside that basement door, and like I'm breathing like, and my gills are like.
Okay. All right, so that's Katie's turn. Abby, with
Cool.
initiative of 0.
Yep. All right. Cool.
Welcome to first edition adventure. Holy crap.
And it's easier than it used to be.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, holy crap. One giant centipede would have killed all of you probably in first edition.
Oh, I don't think that actually is the thing that I was hoping it would do. Okay. How many are coming down the hallway?
Currently, bow guy and 2 more crossbow guys are coming in through that secret door in the back of the basement.
Josul, how far away from the door? How far away from the door is Josul?
5 feet. Because I kind of shantied to the side when I chucked the dagger so other people could come in and out.
The closest guy, bad guy, that isn't dead is 40 feet away, and the dude that with the bow is 50 feet away.
Does the dude with the bow look hurt at all? Cool.
None of you
I'm
have
gonna
heard him
take out. I'm taking out one. I'm gonna.
Isn't that the guy stabbed with a dagger?
No, that was there was Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Tweedledee is the one you put the dart in the head, and then he exploded from the ice knife, and your dagger killed the other one. Or wait, no,
I
he's
thought
the
the
one.
other guy was already dead.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
he
right.
died.
You did. That's sorry. The bow guy has a dagger in him that's poisoned him. That's correct. Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah, because I pulled the dagger out. The other guy.
Okay, so there's bow guy
That's
and like
correct.
a hobgoblin and
And a human.
somebody else with a crossbow.
Yeah, and a human with crossbow. So human crossbow, human bow, hobgoblin crossbow.
Does the bowman look bloodied?
Yes.
Yeah, no, fuck him. I'm gonna hit him with a sacred flame. He needs a dex save.
Oh,
Please suck.
He's good at those. 10.
Ah! Sorry, I'm excited. I actually get to do a thing. 3 damage. And then I'm yelling, Josul, move your ass! And I'm gonna try and stand in front of him and protect him some because I know my AC is higher than his.
Yeah, a lot.
Because I'm stupid.
You didn't leave? Oh,
Substantially.
Katie's gonna be so pissed.
Sekald. You were at the top of the stair.
All right. I will ask again. Can I break the damn step with the magic mouth and then move on?
Roll to hit. Not
First.
proficient, unarmed kick.
Okay.
It's strength based, so it's just your strength modifier.
What is my strength modifier? I think it's just 1. Yeah, so 18.
Okay. What's your strength bonus?
Just +1.
+1. You crack the board.
Does that at least stop Magic Mouth from ever working again?
You don't think so?
All right, I'll.
It's like
head-
dented in a little bit.
Yeah. Well, with that, I'm just gonna head the fuck out.
Okay. So you get up to where Katie's at, I would think.
Yeah.
Okay. Josul.
So there's 2 guys coming in with crossbows. One guy's still alive, and the guy with the bow.
The guy with the bow looks really, really, really hurt. He's got radiant singes on his face. He kind of looks like the dog guy from Game of Thrones right now, or something.
Right.
I don't know.
No, the
Right.
Hound.
The Hound. That's right.
Mm,
Where he's like, "Fuck the king."
yeah, I gotta do what Josul would do.
Run!
He can't. He can slither though.
Yeah, I can slither very
Slither
slowly.
quickly!
So slowly, it's not even worth running away.
I'm
Just imagine-
literally on
Just
top
imagine
of
you're like a snail, and you're just going like, and your body's just
Yeah.
like,
I'm just like. And that's about how long it takes to move.
"You're a fish out of water, huh?"
Yeah, pretty much. 15 feet is probably not enough to get me out of sight from these guys, is it?
It is.
It is
It's through
actually.
the door.
You would get through the door.
Ah, got him. Damn bug. Anyway. It's like a gnat that was like.
I thought for a second you were talking about the bad guys. I'm like, wow, that's not a term I've ever heard you.
You could get through that door, that pivoting wall.
Could I
door.
get behind the wall so they couldn't shoot at me?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, since a single move can do it, I'm going to go ha ha ha, and as I'm laughing, pick the dagger up that I hid with a 16, and out from underneath my belly, and chuck it at him as I slither out the door.
Okay.
The guy with the bow.
Okay. Cool.
And then we'll just see if I.
This
okay.
is disadvantage, unfortunately, because he's really far away.
Yeah, he's.
Okay. Well, it still might have hit him. Maybe.
He's hurt.
11. Maybe. Wait. It's Dex, right?
Yeah.
11.
It just hits him.
Ah, yes. All right. In that case, as it hits him, I say, Captain Warmwater sends his regards.
You already said that. And he falls over dead.
Okay.
Did the
Yeah,
other
you
guy-
did it! Fucking run!
There we go.
And I then use my movement to slither around the wall. So I'm just out of sight.
Get your belly through the crack.
Yeah,
There
like-
you go.
It's got to kind of like shove it in sideways and then jiggle through.
And
I
they go.
blubber through the doorway and around the wall. So I'm out of sight.
And you hear from the other side in the room. You hear like, "Jake, come on, stop playing around. Jake. Sorry, I've been playing Metal Gear Solid 5.
I was getting
Apparently so, yeah.
I was playing a lot of Metal Gear.
That's what they say every time I die, and I die a lot. All right, that is your turn. It's their, yeah, that's what they do in their turn. You hear that? Since you guys don't, none of you are in the room anymore. No, Abby's in the room still,
I'm
right?
in the room! I'm alone! With
The hobgoblin.
Ned, who I don't fucking trust.
The hobgoblin shoots at you, but the human goes over to the guy that just fell down with 2 daggers in him. A 10 misses you, and he goes and
There's just like an Abby-shaped outline in the wall behind me.
he uses his action, or I should say his full round, moving at half speed, to drag the dead body through that secret doorway on the opposite side.
Oh, okay.
And the hobgoblin, after he fires at you, he's like still facing you while reloading the crossbow, looking at you, and retreating, covering the other guy.
Okay. Yeah.
The hobgoblin says something. Do any of you know Goblin?
Nope.
Hang on.
Oh yeah, I guess
was
Ned.
only permitted to know 2 languages, according to my background, which gave me nothing, and my class.
I guess Ned would.
So
I guess
common.
Ned would. It would make sense. Ned would. He says in Goblin, damn halflings.
Playing up their racism.
Welcome to Greyhawk.
Yeah.
Please buy a souvenir keychain before you leave. And it's just
Souvenir-
like we heart human instead of I heart New York.
Yeah. The key
They
change
are
is
human. And halflings, they're cool. They're like half a person.
It's like really fine print. And halflings, they're okay.
Halflings are any of the standard PHP first edition stuff, except half-orcs.
And tieflings. Oh,
Tieflings
first
weren't in
edition.
first edition.
Ah.
Okay.
Ned, what are you doing?
It's not my turn yet.
Yeah, it is. They
Oh.
just finished their turn.
And now I'm actually asking that, Ned. What are you doing,
I run
buddy?
over, grab a sword and something from the dead bodies. It's like, go.
Okay.
Are you
It's
moving
not my
out of the
turn
room?
yet. I got fucking zero, dude.
Is Ned moving out of the room towards me or into the secret passage they ran into?
I'm moving out of the room as I scream in Goblin, "You guys screwed up the plan!"
Why are you still talking to them?
I said in Goblin. For all you can tell, I was cussing them out.
I don't. That's why she's asking you.
He's like, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga.
Berliner.
Yeah, basically.
For some reason, you just can't stop that feeling as he leaves. Alright, so that's your turn. Katie, you are upstairs.
Do I see an Abby making her way out from the room and up the stairs?
Not yet. You see a lot of other people coming up, though.
I go,
Literally everybody except for me.
why? I run back down the stairs. I dash
Stupid.
back to the door. Is she still in the room?
Yes.
I go immediately after you. I go at 0.
I stop. So
You're
that
like Sonic. You're just so fast. You're just like, I'm there, I'm back. Where are you going? Come on, let's go, come on.
There and back again. Come on.
So I stand so that I'm on, like, I think that Josel's on one side of the door so they can't see him.
Yeah,
I
he's
stand on,
Yep.
hugging the wall, I'd like to think.
stand on
Yeah.
the other side, hugging the wall, and I look around the corner and go, "Get out of there!" And then I duck back.
Currently, you were the only one alive in that room.
Cool. Do I still see the hobgoblin reloading?
Oh, yeah, and the hobgoblin. He's moving towards
Cool.
the stairs. He wasn't able to get through because the other guy's dragging the dead body through.
Is he within 60 feet?
Yes.
Sacred flame. Dex save.
Ew.
He can't benefit from cover either.
Nat 18.
Fuck you. And I run. And I run through the door, and I'm using my, like, 25 feet, so I'm 20 feet out the door. Oh, shit! Okay, let's go.
That's fun.
About time.
Yeah. We're running. I'm trying to keep looking behind me sometimes to Sacred Flame whoever is running after
Okay,
us.
I guess for now we're out of initiative. They don't,
Coming.
no one advances to you guys.
I shut the damn door.
What the hell, man?
What?
I thought you were. We saved your ass. They apparently know you. You're working with them. You're like a
Saved your
smuggler.
ass.
Man, I guess you kind of did.
Yeah, I can't believe it. We had a plan, and they betrayed it. They're traitors. We need to kill them.
What was your plan?
Well, the whole idea is, Galen Primwater, he's trying to, he controls the smuggling. He wants to basically do his thing, you know. Let's see.
Reading writing on his hand.
Yeah.
Josul crosses his arms, and with a sleight of hand of 21, I look like I'm ready to pull my rapier out and attack him. Attack Ned, that is.
Yeah, so,
Well,
like,
you don't look like it because you did so well in sleight of hand.
Right. I
But
just
yeah,
kind of crossed my arms like, oh, really?
he, yeah, he's in control of the whole smuggling operation. He wants to essentially, like, control everything. So that's why we were working, and my whole job was if adventurers came to investigate because the other people told them to scare you off, lead you on the wrong path, maybe backstab you if you get too close. But those guys are like, no, we don't work for the boss anymore. They turned on him. There's no honor amongst thieves anymore.
Yeah, they're fucking thieves. Okay,
pity.
question. Do I know that this Galen guy is actually associated with smuggling, or is that news to me?
This is news to you. You can roll a history check, though. I was going to ask it, but you guys were kind of busy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a 5.
Yeah, all you know about him is that he's one of the councilmen, he's rich, and that he sits on his top balcony of his mansion that is right next to the docks, and he orders his men what to do from up there.
I know that guy.
Everybody in town knows that guy.
Yeah,
for that.
well, I work on the docks, so I see
We
him.
should leave.
Yeah.
Let's leave. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
leaving is good. Never coming back is better. I'm willing to testify that he is Totes, the leader of the smuggling ring.
Ned?
Okay, can I do an insight check? I'm perfectly willing to accept disadvantage on this because I literally have written as one of my character
What are you
flaws.
inciting?
I just want to know if he's being truthful. I feel like he's gonna stab us in the back in 2 seconds.
Okay. Roll
As
away.
you're having those thoughts,
First of
and
all-
considering that dice roll, with speed akin to someone you've never seen his size
shit.
move, Josul draws his rapier and points it directly at the back of Ned's neck. The point kind of touching his neck.
You guys feel something really like breezy just
I got a
happened?
21 insight.
I'm not going to ask you again, friend. I say friend in Thieves' Cant meaning enemy. I do think that perhaps you are a little more than you seem.
I like to think just Katie's just like, she has her goggles on for no reason. She's just-
Yeah, Josul has his rapier at the back of your neck, Ned.
No.
Move, and you'll taste my rapier through your throat. Now I'm going to ask you again,
For what it's worth, I'm out of healing spells, buddy.
as one thief to another. What is going on here? Lie to me, and you're going to taste my rapier through your throat.
Oh,
You already said that.
I felt this a point I need to mention twice.
what did you roll, Abby?
Well, I got a 21, but if you say that I roll a disadvantage because of my flaw, then I got a 6.
You know what? For your flaw, yeah.
For those at home, one of my flaws is I have no experience with devious people and am easily tricked.
If you're fine with it, sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
put
So,
down.
truth, right? I'm like just really lowly on the totem pole, but Galen
Hoping to up
Bridgewater
yourselves in the ranks?
works with the Sea Princess smuggling slaves.
I'm aware of
in this
that.
guild.
Wait. What?
You don't need to mention that to me, friend. You need to keep your mouth shut.
Do you?
I think that perhaps talking more than you should is
You
going
just
to
asked
end
me to tell you the truth.
No,
I'm telling you the truth.
Josul, stop it. We need to go back home to the council. This is not okay.
I kind of like, wait a minute. I'm not done with Ned yet.
Okay,
Ned,
like,
Can we?
why were you upstairs in your underwear?
We're still in the house.
okay, a couple things.
A little piece of floor from the collapsed balcony above just...
Walk and talk.
I can't. I was told not to move.
Move, Ned, and you taste my rapier.
You see, this is interesting. But I was naked for the most part upstairs as a deception to adventurers. My friends, those guys that we just fought, one of them, Sean, knocked me out. I'm guessing it's Sean. Yeah. Anyway, knocked me out, and they stripped me to make it look good that I was indeed just a traveler.
I mean, it was
in prison.
It was a pretty good thing. It fooled me.
My whole job was, again, to distract and to prevent you from uncovering the fact that Galen Primwater is in charge of the smugglers and the smuggling operation. I was either to scare you away, persuade you to leave, or, if the signal was given, turn on you and kill you. I'm being honest. Those were my jobs. But they just betrayed me, so screw the fuck out of them.
Why did they betray you?
I appreciate
I
a bit of
don't know.
honesty amongst thieves.
Didn't you hit them with a dart first?
Okay, first of all, that motherfucker cheats in charge. He deserves
Josul laughs, and you feel the rapier pull away from your neck, and you hear it sheath with
Oh,
equal
good.
speed that it
We're
was
moving.
drawn.
We're moving. I'm pushing the fucking slow ass merman.
Oh yeah,
Let's go.
that's actually a good question, Josul. Are you more like the older editions of Merfolk, or are you like the 5th edition version? So are you like actual normal humanoid half, or are you like the 5th edition one where they got like the Magic the Gathering extra fins on their heads and stuff like
No,
that?
the whole upper half of my body looks human. The lower half of my body looks like a fish.
Okay, so you almost look like a Myrid now that I think about it.
Yeah. I kind of slither around on the ground like a naga would. So when I walk, I kind of like this. It's like a slither. I kind of jiggle back and forth uncontrollably.
So I have an odd question for you guys.
Yeah.
Of course.
Why do you have a halfling in your group?
Dabby.
I think the better question would be, why are you a racist piece of crap?
No, it's less the racist end. One of these things isn't like the others. Aquatic species, halfling and full plate. One of you can't swim too well.
Okay, he's in half plate. Well, okay, he teleported away.
What?
There's another guy.
Oh,
He's
shit.
supposed to be in half plate too.
He's the tallest.
Plate.
Again, aquatic species.
But it's just Abby. I mean,
I know, it just seemed weird. Like, she's kind of like the team mom, or like she's the person you send in town when their town is racist.
no.
Oh shit, I am that.
She's that friend.
Cool. All right, can we be racist and move? Like
Let's make like a race and move.
one hand on the squishy mermaid Santa, and the other one on.
You find that pushing Josul is akin to pushing on a wall of flubber. When you kind of shove at him, your hand kind of just sinks in a little bit more than good.
I retrieve Abby before she completely disappears.
Fun fact, there's a very disturbing and weird Santa Claus mermaid tree ornament.
Did you just Google it?
No. My mom found it when she's shopping for ornaments online, and she's like, what the heck is this? Scott, you gotta see this. This is weird.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds like mom's.
Katie's gonna look at Ned and say, "Who are the people with the lights out in the ocean, Ned?"
Those are smugglers working for Galen Primwater, who
See, I told you.
That is their signal to tell them when and where goods are going. They are
Wait, so
on-
what does off? I'm gonna repeat the.
Ned, you wouldn't know.
That's not my job.
The leader of the smuggling ring would.
Yeah. My job is I'm like the front man. The our leaders, the person in charge here, is the one who would know.
Let me get his name real quick. You would know he's a mage.
Yeah.
Can I step away real fast?
All right.
Yeah, sure.
So I googled it because it's funny, and I think I found my ugly sweater for this year's contest.
Yeah, there it is. That's it.
Sanballat, I believe is his name. Yeah,
We'll
Sanballat.
Yeah.
Sanballat.
Sand ballet, we'll go with.
Yeah.
That sounds better.
He's French.
I ever heard of that name?
No. Definitely not.
I don't
Yeah,
know any
he's
of
a,
these people.
He's a wizard, and he's the one who helped make this place haunted.
Cool. We're heading to town.
Okay.
Yeah.
The mighty adventurers retreat from the haunted mansion.
So you all take the beaten path back to town. As you're going on your way back to town, there's a few carriages, from the local farms and stuff that come to and fro to go to town and stuff. And they see your group, and they are just like, weird, especially because the merfolk's like on a dirt road, just slithering through the dirt road. And but they see Abby, and one of the wagons is filled with halflings.
Hi.
And they're the Copperpots. You recognize their family.
Oh, cool. Hey, are you heading to town?
Yeah. Do you need a lift?
Yeah, if you got room.
Okay.
I don't know. There are quite a few of us.
Let's see. They look in the back. Yeah, we should be able to fit everybody.
Are any of
Halflings
you
are
named
always so generous.
Chester? Is there a Chester here? Chester Copperpot?
What?
Chester Copperpot?
No, my second cousin isn't here. Why?
Oh, just I've heard the name before. I heard he's a like an explorer type. He likes to look for buried treasure.
He's always. He decided to go off on an adventure. He had like this really big long contract in his hand, and he just ran off into the hills.
It wasn't. He was like really like tall for a halfling though.
A bunch of dwarves hired him to be a burglar or something.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought I heard.
I don't know. We just had the auction for his stuff last week, though.
Hmm.
He's been gone for a year.
I learned how to pick pockets from a halfling.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a cousin that tried to teach me. That was really loud. Sage.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Sage, that was like the most furious sounding typing.
Sorry.
I know.
like-
I know that wasn't
like that,
intentional.
No, it's funny because that's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Like you know when they do like the parodies on like YouTube channel or something for hacking.
We got typing.
It's the sound of the wagon wheels kicking off as the cart.
Yeah.
So everybody gets into this wagon with the copper pot halfling family, and it's a mom and a dad, and they have a daughter in the back, and she's got two little pigtails. She's just like hi, and she looks scared of pretty much everybody but Abby.
It's
Considering
okay, they're
she's only
friends.
like a foot and a half tall, she's a halfling child.
This
Oh,
is
God.
Mr. Josul. He's fine. He's friendly. He's a merchant in town. Shut up. You be quiet.
I am friendly.
You stop.
Was the you to Ned or to Josul?
To Ned.
Okay. I was about to say Josul said one thing. You're like, you stop.
He started shaking his head. That Josul's not a nice man. And this is Kate. She's really sweet and kind of funny. And then this is Sekald. His teeth are big and scary, but he's a powerful wizard. This is very cool. Stop it! I will gag you again.
Mom, what's a gag?
Well, you see, a gag is when you take a piece of cloth.
Katie,
What?
stop.
Okay. I'll tell you later.
Mom, hey mom, I got a gag, and she just like holds out a handkerchief at her mom.
We're about halfway there.
It's probably a long evening.
And it's only a mile. It's only like a mile to
Oh,
there,
that's right,
so
thank
you guys get there within 15 minutes maybe.
The longest mile of the halfling parents' lives.
Josul laughs nearly half the time it took just because of the humor of what's going on. And then he opens the wine that he found and kind of sniffs it and begins to think of things he could cook with it. It's a bit off.
Now you guys are back in the city of
When we get to
Saltmarsh.
town, I'm gonna give the mom 3 silver for the bride.
Oh no! You need it more than us. No, it's fine.
It's okay. I'll take it.
No.
When Abby's distracted, Katie quietly like points at the strip of cloth the girl has and says, and then gets out of the cart.
And then she like spits it out. It's like,
When you find the right man and or woman, it will change.
Josul's laughing.
0 days.
Katie just looks
I love
at
how
that and
both
goes,
evil and merry this group is.
We have the perfect combination
Okay.
of both.
Alrighty.
All right. So now that you're back in town, and it's probably like early afternoon. No, it's not. Never mind. It was nighttime.
Yeah,
it's like
morning, maybe.
it's
at most.
the sun is starting to rise. That's the only way I could find it to make sense that there would be travelers on the road right now.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense that farmers are early risers. You want to
Yeah.
hit the market before everybody's awake.
Oh, there were a bunch of blankets. They had a bunch of blankets in their wagon.
Who would be the like sheriff in this town?
There isn't a sheriff, but there is the council.
Cool. I'm gonna head to wherever they hang out.
Okay. You
Do I
head.
know the sheriff?
I shot the sheriff.
But he didn't shoot the deputy.
You head to the council hall. It's
yeah,
a large brick building. Has a bunch of offices.
I assume nobody's there yet, though.
You see there's a wooden sign depicting a net filled with fish that hangs above the double doors leading into the hall. A small tower rises above from the building, housing a horn at the top, which you know would be blown to announce the beginning of a council session or other significant events, like, if it ever happened, which luckily it hasn't, pirate attacks from the Sea Princes of the South or something like that.
So, do we know what time these people usually show up, or do we?
The council, they meet like once a month.
Okay, so all right. Okay, so Abby's thing is there is some shit going down. There are smugglers, and clearly somebody in town is corrupt.
Oh.
Who do I go to about that
This is-
shit?
this is
Other than
also-
said guy who's corrupt.
There's a captain of the town guard here named Ellender Fireborn.
Oh, town guard.
She's the member. She's one of the members of the council, so you could go to her.
I know them.
You know her houses, so
I'm gonna go to her house.
okay.
Middle of the morning. Get up!
I'm
It's
sorry.
like 5
This
in the morning.
It's a serious thing, and I am out
Yeah.
of spells with which to kick your ass.
No. Eleander would want would definitely want to know if something's wrong.
You said Eleander Fireborn?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because there's a lot of very important NPCs here.
That's.
Do I know of any people that are nearby that I could possibly talk to about a thing?
I mean, there is.
Okay, I go
At the
talk to
docks.
him. I'll be right back.
What?
He said there's
there
over
you
towards
go.
the docks.
I squiggle off to the
No.
dock.
I hold on to the end of the human's tailcoats.
So, Sekald's going to go off to the closest medic.
So, Abby?
Well, other than Abby, she's got her hands full.
I mean, I'm out of spells. I don't know what to tell you, man.
There's the local church of Procan.
Oh yeah, there is him.
Such salt.
Katrina literally forgot
You know-
about him. Abby
you know-
probably wouldn't know.
You know, it's run by the priest there is a one-legged former whalesman by the name of Welgar Brinehanded. Cleric of Procan, sailor of sea and sky, and I guess salt. And I guess salt. They don't mention salt in 5th, but everywhere else about him says salt.
Yeah, 5th edition, when it comes to portfolios, had condenses them to the core stuff, because some gods were like so many stuff, and it's like, do we really know that you're the god of, needlepoint also?
I mean, that is a very important thing.
As you're approaching his temple, Sekald, you can smell. Surprisingly enough, you smell something cooking, and you just see outside on a open grill. It looks like he's starting getting the meals prepared for the day. Maybe not just for himself, but maybe for the poor or something. No hands out or whatever. But he's sprinkling salt on it, and you just see him going.
Okay.
And he's a salty sailor, old man. Sea-beaten face. Got the scraggly white short beard.
I want to go ahead and say I wasn't expecting to roleplay this. I was assuming just move away from the main story of the party, get healed, and come back. I wasn't fully expecting to pull the same shit I did. Oh, that reminds me. During this travel, I want to open that fucking cloak to the sun and make sure all of the mold is destroyed.
Okay, I'll say you do that when it's daytime. The sun isn't quite up yet, but I'll say you do that. Then. It's no big deal. You
It's
can
starting to
write
rise.
off that's off. You can write off the molds off.
Okay.
He would heal you, but he needs a donation to the church. That's the whole reason I even brought him up. 10 gold.
Yeah, I hand over 10 gold.
Okay. And he casts Cure Wounds on you, and you're healed.
Wonderful. And I head back to the party.
When he casts Cure Wounds on you, it's him putting salt
No.
over you.
God damn it.
Oh, it burns! Oh, wait, I'm not a slug.
Not the self-slug humanoid race. What?
Add salt damage.
Oh, I just imagine, what if you have a really bad wound? Does he
Yep.
pull the wound?
Yep.
Oh! I mean, I
Yep.
guess it would Yeah.
Yeah, you know, when somebody's throwing salt around and somebody's been really badly injured by like shards of glass cutting them and they have cuts all over themselves and they get salt all over them.
Surprisingly enough, the salt when
That
it
sounds very specific.
I know. It really is.
it's called when the salt is sprinkled onto you, it feels like sand. It doesn't feel like salt. Maybe it's because of
That's not
holy.
much better.
Maybe it's because it's holy magic and he's casting a
Oh,
spell.
okay. Well, that
Okay.
It's
It
just
at least
it's
doesn't
flavor.
sting.
Flavor quite literally and not literally.
Hmm.
He craves the mineral.
He's
Kevin
like
used to have a
heart
fire
attack,
there
blood pressure.
that always flavored all his healing magic.
blood
so that,
pressure rising.
Cauterizing it.
Yeah, so you're fully healed.
Cool.
Meanwhile, back at this poor woman's house.
I mean, you guys got this. I'll be back.
No.
That's you knocking. I hope I didn't confuse my neighbors. So, let me look up this NPC to make sure I get her right.
I will tie you up again.
Eleander,
Actually, Katie, can you
Eleander,
find-
hi, it's Katie.
Get him right. Sorry, it's a him.
Oh. Eleander, it's Katie. Are you home?
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, they actually have personality traits for everybody. I know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's why I'm like. They don't give him a physical descriptors though, do they?
Dwarf with a peg leg.
I see human gladiator.
Yeah, that's weird. Maybe
Huh.
it's got it. For some reason, it sounds like a dwarf. Damn, you're racist.
Wait, so
It's a human.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
about to say who you must be
You
looking at
fucked
somebody
up?
else.
No, it's just the name sounded so dwarven to me.
wow.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
it did kind of sound dwarven.
I
But
didn't.
also very
Oleander
racist,
doesn't
but yeah.
sound dwarven. Oleander's a plant. They're
So
like elven.
So this well-built guy answers the door, and he's got like the military shave head, you know.
Hi.
And he's just like, he's got like the 5 o'clock shadow, you know, haven't shaved at all. He's got like the sleeping cap on his head, sleeping gown, and he's just like, what is it?
What was this guy's name again?
This is Eleander. Eleander, this is Abby.
Eliander, Eleander Fireborn.
Okay, Mr. Fireborn. We had some legal things to talk about. I think.
We have information.
Yeah, that.
I know that you really like information, like that time. No, wait, no. I kind of poke him. No, but like that time when you found out about that ship that you had your people stop, and they saved me from getting like sold. Like we have information. It's almost as important as that.
Oh, you got attacked by some priests at some time.
Be quiet, Ned.
All right,
From what?
I'll boil the water. Come on in.
Okay, come on. You too.
Ah,
Make Ned go first.
Do I see Sekald on his way back?
Maybe, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I would have immediately headed straight back if I was healed.
Oh, if you're heading back to them, sure.
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to do the whole split up the party crap ever again.
I'm waving him along. Come on.
You take one step away from the path they're going. 5 swarms of spiders show up.
Oh, the yellow mold.
They're all covered in yellow mold,
just
and they all have
peek in this
umbrellas,
room,
so the
And it's just
sunlight
like
isn't
funny,
touching.
it's a 50-foot room filled with yellow mold.
No, it's filled with swarms of spiders covered in yellow mold, but they all have umbrellas, so the sunlight doesn't kill it. They got tiny spider-sized sun hats.
Is Josul with us?
No, he went to
No.
the docks.
Yep.
So
Just us.
he
He
gets
said
you.
he'd be right back.
He gets you tea. You notice that he's actually fairly quick on actually getting himself fully dressed. He's a very military guy, so he's already in his royal guard outfit.
Abby gratefully takes the tea and then makes sure that she sits so that Ned has to go past her to get out the door because I don't trust you anymore.
Like
I'm sorry.
before the tea even cooled down, he was already fully dressed out and armed and everything. And he's like, "So what's this you're talking about this early in the morning?"
Well, we found some evidence of smugglers out at the old the alchemist's
Smugglers?
house. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Galen Primwater is in charge of the smugglers, and we have an operation operating out of the old house that is now pretending to be haunted.
It's not really haunted. It's just magic.
I'm willing to sign a confession that I have seen him give orders to our people.
Wait, so you're one of the smugglers?
Yes.
He says that
I
they
confess.
betrayed him.
Yes, they betrayed me. They betrayed the boss.
Put your hands out. Wrists exposed. He puts handcuffs on you.
Good old manacles.
Under the name of King of Borland, I sentence you to jail.
King Scotty.
King, not mentioned in this film.
You don't want King Scotty around?
That's right, it is King Scotty.
Yeah,
Under
it
the
is,
name
isn't
of
it?
King
Wait a
Scotty
minute, are you
and the Kingdom of Borland.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
His last name is Scotty. He's King Scotty.
Seotti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great for King Scotty.
I
I
forgot.
didn't-
Kevin mentioned it to me before, but okay, so. And you just see me on the throne like, why am I here?
Just
I
like
don't
the
do this
Perkins
alone.
cap and then like a crown on top of it. You need to get like a Burger King crown.
I can just see him now. Go to Burger King. Can we get a crown? For King also.
And my counselors are like, we're at war with like literally everybody to the north of us. What the hell are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. That's what the plot says. Should we deal with that kingdom of Irons? And I'm like, no, they're actually pretty helpful. They're trading, so we'll just
We
let them
saw
trade.
10 beds, so they probably have at least that many people there. There was a human, a hobgoblin. I can't remember the others. Were they all humans and then just one hobgoblin? Yeah, they're armed with like crossbow bolts and crossbows and bows and.
Yeah, King Kimbertos Scotty.
And also, there's maybe something out in the water too.
Mm-hmm.
They were communicating with somebody out in the water. Katie, how many leagues did you say it was out? Is that the word?
It's half a league, I remember, because I rewatched the episode.
Half a league.
Ah, well, that's not good. That's not good at all. So here's what we're gonna do. First, taking you to jail.
Do I get a
No.
reduced sentence for confession?
Nope.
But I brought
Nope.
that information to you.
Yes, you did.
For what it's worth, he did get us out of there alive.
Have mercy.
For what it's worth, they may not execute him just because he told the truth. They may just keep him alive and keep him in prison forever.
Nope. My flaw. I'm stubborn. I already said he's going to jail, so he's going to jail.
You never said how long, though.
No, I didn't. Let's go.
Okay, all right.
So he takes him by the cuffs and he starts
Fine,
leading
Ed.
him out the
It
door.
was nice role playing with you.
Guys,
But,
guys,
I mean,
it's been good. It's been good talking to you.
good luck.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do they have lawyers in this town?
Let me read what the prison.
I mean,
looks like.
In the shit, in this, in
yeah,
this.
there's totally a lawyer. It's the guy taking him to the prison, and he kicks him in the cell and closes the door.
I
And
mean-
that's the lawyer he gets.
Sekald, you know of halfling lawyers from where you're from. They're definitely not in here.
I'm going to say no, considering probably wouldn't have ever had interaction with them.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just saying you know where there would
Oh.
be lawyers. It's just
So,
not,
would
on,
you
not on this
consider-
plane.
Would you consider smuggling a minor or major crime?
It depends on what they find you all for after he's done with his interrogation with you.
Well, I haven't murdered anyone.
Nope. You probably will only be in jail for maybe a few months.
okay, technically, I
Um,
think that was me that murdered that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was self-defense.
Oh,
Okay, so according to this, most major crimes face up to two die 10 years, but they are generally tried in Seaton, the provincial capital located east of Saltmarsh.
So
Yeah.
they
Minor
probably keep him
crimes
imprisoned
are
until
fine,
they could
so.
transfer him to
Oh, okay.
yeah. So
Yeah,
that,
so if they consider it a minor crime, then they'll just fine you.
And or 1d4 like years in jail potentially.
Cool.
That's why taking you there to the guard post, aka where the jail's at, gonna get more details out of you to see what his sentence will be for you.
So are
Which,
we just like
more
left
likely-
in his house?
Yeah, more likely than not. It will be a light sentence at most, with the 1d4, whatever it was.
Abby's gonna finish
Oh,
her
guys.
tea and then like put her shield on the table and get like her knife and start trying to take the arrows out of her shield.
If Josul were there, which he is
I'm
not,
gonna need
he
to
would
repair it.
he'd probably tell you shadow hide you, which is the equivalence of good luck.
Oh, so after that, do you guys just stay at the house?
For a bit. So okay. So Katie and
Yeah.
Sekald. What do we want to do after this? Cause like I'm not on the guard, but like I feel like it'd be nice to try and like lead them back to the house and show them where the secret doors are and everything.
I mean,
I'd like to rest.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll let us rest before we go. Actually.
I don't know.
But we know where their base is out in the water, and they
Nope.
don't know that.
You
Well,
don't
we
know
did
that.
just tell him.
Well, we know that it's a couple leagues out.
Yeah.
Under the sea.
Because I was looking at me, I'm like, if we
Wow.
rest, they're going to have time to leave that house. But we need to rest, because I don't have any spells left, and I'm not as useful without them. And, like, it was fun, but yesterday was not my best day. Like, that hurt a lot.
Yeah.
The water just underneath the docks is fairly calm, so for those of you, like the Sahuagin and the Merfolk, you probably already have, like, specific spots the town has let you take as your own. As long as you don't get in the way of all the ships and stuff.
The water district. It's a hot tub
We
in
could-
this corner.
We could leave a note for
Eleander?
Eleander and say, hey, we're gonna go rest and we'll be back if you want to question us at all or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, just let them know where we're going to be, so if they need anything.
Meanwhile, in the prison. Oh God! We're not
Okay.
even doing anything to you. We're just taking your name.
You swear to me!
Okay, I guess
Kidding me? We
I
just
thought
bring corn.
that was something completely different.
No, why are you getting the gag? No!
Not again.
I'm not a halfling.
Abby's gonna go to the tavern and get the biggest breakfast possible, and then go pass out.
Okay.
Katie will go with Abby,
You
and
work
then go pass out.
You work there, you probably quickly explain that you've had a rough night, and they just give it to you. You work there.
I mean, I can pay for it, but
They don't accept it.
Yeah.
If you put the money on the table, they don't take it, and then I assume you just take it back and go to bed.
yeah.
How much is it if I want to have breakfast?
It's a silver for a really, really nice breakfast.
What can I get for a couple copper?
A normal breakfast.
I will pay for your breakfast,
Aw.
Katie.
Does Josul know where you guys like go tavern wise?
Yeah, it's the
Yes.
snapping line.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
that's where we.
Alright.
Wait, that's where you.
In that case, when I go do what I've got to do, I come back to that tavern afterwards. So I may even meet them there at the time.
Okay,
that
so
go
what
up.
are you doing?
I go find Captain Warmwater.
Okay, so you head back onto that big man-of-war ship at the docks.
Yep. And I find
And
Captain
head down to the
Warmwater
captain
and
quarters.
inform him that there are smugglers who have betrayed the prince.
Oh, that's not good.
And I give him the information that I learned from there and where the location of everything is and the secret door and all that juicy stuff.
As the chair swivels around, and you just see a halfling.
And I say, Captain Warmwater, it is mighty fine to meet your acquaintance once again. And as I have told you, I think that these people have betrayed the smugglers. And as you know, betrayal is often met with extreme measure. I say, smiling slightly as I say that. I would think that we would need to act quickly if we were to reassert the prince's dominance over the region. as the town guard may already be on their way to the facility tomorrow.
Hmm.
There is a window that they use to signal another ship that is a league away from the house or such.
But we are here undercover.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would be wise for us to take action in this regards for the city. It is not of our concerns.
Very well. Then we should let the princes or the rest of the city take care of the problem by itself, then.
However, if you look more into it, there might be a reward for you.
There is one who I'm not sure where his current status is. It goes by the name of Ned. He was with them and they betrayed him. Though I think he may squeal if under pressure.
Human?
Yes.
Okay. Just more of those human politics, I guess.
He seemed to be a squealer. I don't know if he will actually get any information useful sort, but he seemed to know something about the prince.
I wouldn't bother with him.
Very well. If you don't find him a problem, Captain, then I will go back to what I am doing. It has been a pleasure, after all. I adjust my turban and bow to him.
And for the lead, we just got a batch of these in. I'll let you take a few of them, as he hands you a bag.
I take the bag.
Inside are 3 berries, but these berries are fairly big. They're like peach size berries. They look like bubbles, but they got like the little berry leaf stuff on them. And he says, these are breath berries. These won't be of use to you, but they're worth a gold each. You could probably pawn it for a bit more than that, and that's what we're doing.
I smile. Of course, Captain. Thank you.
Make sure to... I already forgot the ship's name. Did you have the ship's name?
I have the ship's name. Let me find it. Oh, where the hell is the ship's name? Dawn Tide.
Make sure to let everyone know that it's the Dawn Tide that brings in these exports.
Of course, Captain. I trust that in my absence, Borky has not given you any problems.
Not at all. And you can keep whatever profits you make from those berries.
Thank you, Captain. Most generous of you. It has been a pleasure dealing business with you. I will check on Borky before I leave to make sure she is not being of trouble to the crew.
All right, go ahead.
I go check on my sea lion.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's so much better than I thought.
You
I
head
was
down.
yelling in the chat that please God, I hope that Borky is a pet shark.
It's a pet sea lion.
Ooh, okay, so there's a map for this boat. Let me get to this boat. All right, so you were down onto you were on the main deck, where the captain's quarters was. So you head off from the main deck down to the lower deck, and down even further into the hold. And inside the hold, there's a trap door that goes even further, and it's the very, very, very bottom part of like where the spine of the boat is, where there's water purposely in there to help like counterbalance the boat.
Right.
And in that water, there's like it's like half water, half air. Is your sea lion, and your sea lion is curled up, sleeping. There's floating pieces of meat in there as well.
Okay.
Some of them look quite humanoid. You're pretty sure these are some of the people your captain has thrown down in here.
That's what they get. We shouldn't betray Captain Warmwater. And
and you just hear it like it's purr snore. So it's like
okay. Oh, it's so cute. Okay.
And like when you go in the water and splash into the water, its ears come up and it's like, and then it smells and notices it's you, and it goes and just pounces over to you.
And I give her some attention, and we had some rather interesting things happen today. We ran into and I talked to her about some of my adventures before I leave the tavern. I'll be back to see you later. Don't give the crew any trouble now.
She does the normal big cat thing where they have the really broad shoulders and its arms are over top your shoulders.
Yeah. The sea lion thing where they go up and give you a hug and they're like,
yeah.
yeah. Only in my case, it's probably more like this.
Fun fact, there is a picture of a sea lion in here. Let me find it.
Oh, nice.
I sent you a private message, Scotty.
Oh, yeah, okay. She Yeah, she's really happy to see you. So, do you do anything else while you're away from the group?
I just explained to her what we did and all the fun adventures we had in the house and the weird stuff that happened and
Here we go.
all the strange things and betrayals and stuff that happened.
To give you an idea how big she is.
Oh, but
Oh,
See, there's a halfling right there.
wait a minute. That is not a sea lion.
That's a sea
Sea
lion.
lion.
That's an awesome sea lion.
what?
That's
Oh,
not a sea lion. That's a monster sea lion. That's okay. It's not the cute
what?
thinking.
Yeah, that's what sea lions look like in 5th.
Nope. Not what I visualized. That whole cute.
Wait, okay, all right, now hang on. Is this genuinely like a beast or?
Ah.
I feel like somebody didn't talk to that artist.
That is awesome.
This is based off of the one that's in the Yawning Portal one. There's an illustration of one in there as well. Because one of the adventures has a sea lion in it.
I feel like that's one of those ones where it's a joke like that has to be a monster. That's not an actual beast.
Oh, you mean for classifying it? Yeah, no, it's
Yes,
it's a monster.
It's an
yes.
animal. Okay, all right, because
There
I'm like,
is sea lion, the beast, in here too.
yeah, I know, but I'm like, in the picture, is that the normal animal you'd see at a zoo?
A
Because
sea-
I'm like, I'm looking at the fucking like cute sea lions, like that shit. That's cute.
That's what I was
a
picturing.
nightmare.
Oh,
Yeah, that's horrible.
oh, I didn't even think of those. Oh, sorry.
You know, the actual
Ow.
sea lion.
The actual animal? What?
Yeah, it's a seal.
Not
not a lion.
Not sea-lion. Sea lion.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be lion of the sea or something?
Yeah, there's
The
no
ones
dash-
the ones like we have here on Earth.
Is it bad that I'm that nerdy that I think of the D&D one and I didn't think of the actual real life sea
Wow.
lions?
No, not at all.
Nerd.
Okay, so yeah, that happens. No one else knows about that though. So
No.
Right.
Mm-mm.
yeah, so you head back to the snapping line, and they
Yep.
Katie's probably
Like I
eating her
said-
breakfast.
I didn't spend too much time there. I just kind of informed the captain, said my hellos and goodbyes to Borky, told Borky I'd be back later, and then I went to the tavern that I would assume they would go to.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know your captain allows you to keep the Borky there solely for that. Like, hey, if we have any enemies, we feed them to her.
Yeah, that's fine. Borky's a
Abby's
meat eater.
like-
She's not gonna care about that.
Abby's like most of the way through this giant pile of scrambled eggs and bacon and
Josul comes in. How much is the finest meal that this tavern offers?
1 silver, and it is a 3-course meal. It's really good.
Do I think that that's enough?
Ah. Sorry.
I don't think that that's quite enough. I spent 2 silver.
Okay, you get 2 grande meals.
Yep. And I eat them at about the speed that Abby was eating her one.
So you Patrick Star, and you just grab the table and just a vacuum noise and just
Pretty much. Yeah.
By this time, I would think that Sekald would have already had his meal, probably caught fish from nearby, and walks in to meet the group. God, I can't talk this afternoon. To meet the group fully fed and ready.
Okay. On that note, this is actually a really good spot. Since your characters are taking a break, we can take a break as well. What am I saying? We're not streaming, but we can still take a break. We can still take a break. Do you guys want to take a break?
Yeah, let's take
Yeah.
yeah, I could use a stretch.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah. So,
My back
Ned is quickly being processed in the local prison.
Meanwhile,
so,
big old tub of salt water.
Just what you know.
so Kevin, thank you for joining me and us for this.
Aw.
Ned, it was fun meeting you and sad to see you go.
Believe it or not, he played him a lot nicer than I would have.
Ah.
You revealed a secret so early. I thought I'd have more opportunity to betray it.
You didn't try to stop them at all, so I'm like, okay. Okay. All right. So we're back from the break. Hi. Everybody's leveled up.
Woo.
Yeah.
And you guys were taking your long rests and all that. And Sekald just walked into the tavern, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Everybody was getting breakfast and stuff, but you were discussing on having a long rest.
Yes.
You still haven't had a long rest yet. You stayed up all night, all of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We should probably rest before we go back to that place.
Oh yeah, I was planning on that. I was gonna. We left a note for Oleander. I was gonna eat my breakfast and then go crash. Do you guys all have like places to stay or?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I stay near the docks.
Did he just curl up on the ground?
What, my character?
Mhm.
No, my character said sure, but didn't tell you where.
Okay, see, you ducked down, and I thought he just like hunkered and just started snoring.
Nope. I'm reading my book here.
I got you.
So all of you go to your separate places where you have your beds and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use my background.
Okay, got it. Sekald. So you got a spot out on below the docks in the water where you can sleep because you have that every 4-hour thing.
Right.
As you are sleeping, you have a dream, and in the dream, you are just floating in the water. You know, Kingdom Hearts death screen style, where you're just like facing up, you know, and just
I
floating.
hated that screen.
But it's very calming for you, unlike Kingdom Hearts. It's very peaceful, at least for Sahuagin. As you feel a shadow cast over you, as suddenly over top of you, as you were just like looking upwards, a shark of ridiculously huge size, carrying a big spiral shell in its mouth, goes to swim across above you. You notice a bunch of other Sahuagin following it. You recognize it immediately as your shark god, Sekald.
Does this?
It is big as a kraken. Just to give you an idea how big it is. It's bigger than a ship. Looks like a great white shark.
Do I know if that is any type of omen or sign from said shark god?
Give me a religion check. It'll be really low DC, because it's kind of your race's thing.
It's kind of what I was thinking, but that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Sekald.
So 14 on the dot, 18.
18. You know that your god, well, the god that your people worship, relies on, respects self-sufficiency over all other things. You've heard stories about how your god swims in the seas of hell, that even Asmodeus leaves his territories to him, doesn't bother with the shark. And it will eat anything that it wants to at any time, including its chosen, which you see swimming around it. So if it doesn't find food, it will just eat one of them. And its food are things like infernal kraken.
Damn.
So imagine a kraken, but it's fiendish, and the shark goes over and eats it. Just to give you, it's a god. So yeah, it's ridiculous.
I am liking the Sahuagin race.
And as the dream fades off, and you start to wake up, you notice in the reef underneath, way underneath the docks, a few hundred feet out underwater, quite a few of the fish have went to go hide into the coral like they do, and a school of reef sharks is swimming in.
Sweet.
It's a small school. It's only like 3 of them.
I just want to make sure I don't sound stupid when I ask this. I'd be able to speak with them, wouldn't I?
Does your race allow you to?
I thought it did.
I think Sahuagin said shark ally, where sharks would treat you friendlier than normal.
Yes, but communication thing.
I don't know if it necessarily means you could speak with them. If it does, that's cool. I don't have the document pulled up right now.
I'm pulling it up.
Shit, sorry.
No, it's fine.
I just remembered that specifically.
I should know, but I don't. Let me look it up.
At least I was remembering something correctly.
Pull up this 200-page document. Give me just a moment. Yep, there it went.
What happened?
Yeah, okay.
Software go down.
No, I went to double check my CPU because I'm like, well, I'm getting on Google Docs, so it's probably going to spike my CPU. It did. There we go. There, it's loading. All right. Thank goodness I have everything organized with bookmarks on Google Docs.
Nice.
This would take forever. All right, let's go down. Not Kuatoan. Wrong. Mostly evil humanoid fish people. Oh. It's skipping a few hundred pages. Give us a second.
By the way, that evening I divvy up the copper. Everybody gets 6 copper.
Nice.
Well,
There we go.
We haven't sold the wine yet. So.
No, I think that Josel's going to use it to cook, but I'm rich. 6 copper. Woohoo!
No, you're able to cast Animal Friendship an unlimited number of times a day. Only on sharks, though. You have Predatory Bite, meaning you have a natural bite attack. It does D4 plus your strength and piercing. And you have innate armor class. Can't really communicate with it, per se.
Okay.
You can't Aquaman it.
Not yet, anyways.
No.
All right.
But there's always been an innate connection between your people and sharks.
All right. I guess I would swim out to them.
All right, you swim out to them, and they don't seem aggressive to you at all. They don't swim up to you and say hi, but they're
All right.
passive.
Perception, to see if there's anything specific, if they have anything, if they're just swimming around.
Okay, roll away.
Which one is that?
Wisdom.
There it is. Thank you. 17.
17. You notice that they are hunting. They went into this reef, and they seem to be searching for food. And when one of them dives down, and it grabs something that was out of view for just a moment, but as it comes back up, and you see it just like keeping it in its mouth, it is a spiral shell.
Ooh.
Appears to be a hermit crab inside, and the shell is starting to crack.
Nice.
Also an omen.
Yeah, I'm going to take that as an omen. Not sure what kind of an omen, but I'll head back on shore and keep that in mind.
Okay.
It's the Sahuagin deity's way of going like this.
It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not exactly a good thing. All right.
You better hope his avatar isn't around. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
The movie,
Yeah.
There's a whole movie based off of him, and then a bunch of crappy sequels.
Yep.
Cute.
So.
That took me longer than I'd like to admit.
So, you head back on shore, and everyone has their long rest. It's... let me think. It's probably around 6 when you guys took your long rest. So, it would be around 2 in the afternoon now.
Yeah, as soon as we wake up, Abby's gonna, I guess, head to the tavern.
Alright.
See if
Teeny
any of
heads
the
back
rest
to
of
the
these
tavern
guys
too.
are-
She's hungry. It's lunchtime.
After that, I
Josul
slept
is-
right through lunchtime and dinner, so.
I make sure to stop and hydrate.
You'll notice when you guys are going on your way back to the snapping line, the guards stop each of you at your different parts where you are in different parts of town, and all of them do pretty much the same thing where they're like, hey, the captain wants to talk more about whatever you were talking about him this morning, and leads you back to his house. So the guards politely take all you guys to his house, essentially. And
did I have a chance on my way back to where I slept last night? Pawn the wine off?
Yes.
Sell it to someone for 50 gold.
Yes.
What's 50 gold divided by blah, blah, blah number of people?
10.
I don't know how many are actually in our party because
5.
people
Well,
aren't in there.
There are 5, but Jesse's not here.
Got it. All right, so everyone gets 10 gold.
Whee!
Hey, I got my donation
Doesn't
back.
know what to do. 10 gold.
I'll take it.
Josul hands it to you, and as seeing shock on your face, he goes, I would recommend buying the best meal you possibly can. One could never have too much to eat. He slaps his belly when he says that and goes, ha, 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 ha.
Surprisingly enough, I would think you would have planned this ahead of time because you were going to split it evenly with everybody. Because you're a trader by trade, you have a bunch of money pouches already, so you have separate money pouches for each person. You don't give them the coins, you give them the coins in a pouch.
Correct.
Just something a little fancy, I don't know. So,
Everyone gets a coin pouch with the 10 gold in it.
yeah. It's not like it's silk or anything, and you're not like...
No. It's cheaply made.
So, the captain of the guard says, alright, so interrogate this Ned guy, and we're going to be sending him out of town to go to court to see what his full sentence is in the next few days. Holding him in the cell for now.
Understandable.
But, from everything he's been saying, and the evidence that you brought, it seems to match up. I would be willing to pay you to get rid of these smugglers in one way or another.
We could maybe do that, yeah.
I mean, you don't have to pay me. I owe you a favor for what you did for me.
I mean,
I'll take that.
it's only fair. It's the least I can do.
Oh. I mean, if you insist.
I insist.
Oh, well, that's very nice.
His stubborn flaw. It is nice. Yes.
It may be advisable to demolish the structure. It will just be reused again afterwards.
You said
That is actually...
Ned mentioned about how they had underground den.
Yeah, they've got
Yes.
a
You
secret
have
door.
a battering ram or a catapult?
We don't have catapult in Saltmarsh. That's going a bit much. Actually,
Well,
we
I'm
don't have
curious.
any catapults because they're all the ones that are being crafted are going up north.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know, with
there
the
are
war
a bunch of
going
them.
I
on.
would imagine. Right.
But I could get you a battering ram for insert PH price.
I don't really know that we need it.
Well, we could destabilize the structure and it would collapse.
Wait, what?
Break the house, so it's no longer a house
There's
and
no
a pile of
need to
rubble.
break a house.
It would just be reused again if we clear it of thieves. It's got secret
Not if
doors.
somebody
in it.
buys it.
Over time, once you empty it out, I mean, I can see to it that we.
Like, who owns
Make
the,
better
the
use of the
deed to that
property.
property? Yeah.
Okay. Well, if it's going to be made for better use, then of course we'll happily clear the thieves of it. Of course, since we're being paid for such a thing.
Yes.
Services rendered.
200 gold
Total?
Sure, all together.
total.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's
Seems
a lot
fair
of
enough.
gold.
Seems fair trade. Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Josul adjusts his beard, his mustache and beard, kind of like the... Yes. Yes.
Hey, you're back. Or I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you left. It looked like you were moving
Yeah.
and stuff.
No, her video was like this.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, huh, guess she's frozen.
Well,
okay.
in any case, so I'll pay. The payment will be 200 gold once you clear out the smugglers.
okay.
Totally
a
not
portable-
repeating it for somebody.
A portable ram, by the way, is 4 gold. Oh, you can use it to break down doors, and when doing so, you gain a +4 bonus on the strength check.
Yep.
Nice. I am gonna say though, should we maybe pull our resources together, guys, and maybe get another healing potion? They're what, 50 gold, right?
Given the danger of our situation, it would be advisable to perhaps do that.
I can pitch in like maybe 15 or 20.
How much is the healing potion?
I think it's
Normally they're 25.
normally they're 50.
50. That's right, 50.
Yeah. Potion of healing 50. Yeah. So if we all pitch in 10, that could work.
I take the little pouch of gold that Josul gave me and I put it in a kit.
Josul immediately pushes it your direction and goes, I will pay for now. You can pay me back later, perhaps with a favor.
Like all of it, or like her portion?
Her portion.
Okay.
The rest of you seem to have money. I don't wish to have someone unnecessarily pay and not have any money to enjoy themselves with. I say, looking at her and then slapping my belly again, laughing.
Okay, so I have healing. Katie, you have a healing potion, so I say that Josul or Sekald, you should maybe hold this.
Sure, I'll hold it.
There you go.
So, do you guys buy a healing potion with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I already marked my gold off.
There you go.
Josul also buys 4 daggers.
Okay. Also, since you already know how the market is and the docks and stuff, you just go there and you know exactly which merchants to go to and you get all that stuff.
Yep.
No problem. Not even an hour passes and he has all that stuff.
Nice.
And easy.
Katie just follows and is just impressed, like with the way money exchanges hands. Like,
The speed and
The guy-
proficiency to which he purchases everything.
The guy selling the daggers looks just like him, but it's human, and they're just both like, back and forth.
Yep. That's exactly how it goes, too.
Don't poke someone's eye out, kid.
We make jests back and forth. Exactly like that.
So,
Don't mind me, I just cracked my knuckles and fucked my hand up.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
so after that, what do you guys do?
I guess we're heading back. I don't really see any benefit in waiting until night, really. They know we're coming.
Just,
Mm.
Josul.
Mhm. Either one.
Roll me an insight check. Being the smuggler you are.
11.
Well, they gotta have a boat that comes from somewhere, right?
Hmm.
It's not like they smuggle things through the house.
Perhaps there's a way to get to this secret entrance from the other side, through the water.
That would be cool. I do have one thing, though.
Mhm.
so,
I'm not the greatest swimmer.
How long does the breath berry
because
last
of
if they use it?
Pointing at the 50 pounds of armor that weighs more than I do.
Breathberry lasts for a few minutes each time. Each one.
Well, I do have a decent con, so I can, if it wears off, I can survive without it for several.
Well, I do have in my store of items I normally sell a breath berry I could sell you. I obviously couldn't give it to you for free, as it's part of my mercantile nature to have to sell it.
Perfectly
You've never seen this before. It looks like he's holding a bubble with little leaves on the end.
If you can't hold your breath or need to get to the surface quickly, eat this berry. It will give you a few minutes of breath. 2 gold.
Sure. She's a trustworthy person.
Quick question, if I may.
And I'm a merchant.
How feasible would it be if Sekald would swim as if carrying Abby?
Like I can swim decently because I do have a good strength.
How
but
much
I'm
do
still
you
like
weigh?
55 pounds of armor.
How much
My
do you
armor
weigh?
is 55 pounds. I weigh 39.
Would that? How much? What's your strength? What's it called?
12.
How much are you carrying? Like, what all stuff are you carrying?
I mean, not very
With her,
much.
but not a lot.
I would say it wouldn't affect your movement speed. It would be an encumbrance issue, is what it would be, and I don't think you'd be over encumbered.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
do the math for
honestly,
it.
I can manage. It's just the fact that she's slow because I have a slow speed and she can't breathe water.
I think it may be advisable if we travel via the water. We could get to the entrance that they have for the house and sneak in from behind. They would be expecting us through the trap door, not through the secret entrance.
That is true.
I agree.
I like that idea.
Breathberry. When berry is placed into the mouth and chewed, it provides 1d4 minutes of air.
Ooh. Okay. 24 minutes air.
sounds good.
Now, question. is that like water breathing for 4 minutes, or is that,
That means-
1d4 minutes, or like
That means
holding
no.
your breath?
That's like holding your breath. That's no air.
Okay, so no
if-
talking, no spellcasting,
So if
or
you-
start to lose it.
yeah. So if you were in a vacuum, you would not need to worry about breathing.
Is it kind of like Harry Potter with the bubble on his head when he eats gillyweed?
Yeah, kind of. I was thinking more
Or
the
no,
air,
bubble charm.
the air ganasai.
The bubble charm, because I'm like, the gillyweed made him
Gillyweed
have
was like gills,
or
yeah.
gills, yeah.
I was thinking more the air ganasai when I made those berries,
Nice.
because they can hold their breath indefinitely.
Right. And it would be interesting because there's weird fruit that would probably grow in some of the elemental planes that, might be interesting to have.
Yeah, none of you know unless you roll a history check for the berry if you want, or a
Ooh.
nature check.
Do I have history or nature? Let's find out.
History, nature, or arcana, I guess. Would work.
All right, let's see. History, nature, or arcana. They're all +2.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got a 7.
Okay, you've never seen these before.
They're weird.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just did the math. So, Code, your strength is a 12, right?
Mhm.
You can easily carry Abby around.
Yeah, it's 12 times
You can
15,
carry
right?
100. Yeah, you can carry 180 pounds. Abby
Also,
weighs-
keep in
Like
mind, you're not
94.
actually going to be carrying her whole weight because Abby
Yeah.
is buoyant
Buoyancy.
and will float, but the armor will sink. So you'll actually be partially carrying something that kind of wants to sink a little bit. But
Kenneth, you okay?
Yeah, I heard a smack.
Me
We'll
too.
pause for a second.
What? Oh, okay. Sorry, it's just a night full of weird noises. Somebody broke a glass upstairs.
oh,
Okay.
It sounded like the power just went like.
mhm.
That's what it sounded like. That's why I ran, because I heard Kevin yelling, and I'm like, oh shit! Did like the game? I don't know what it was. It sounded like a light bulb shattering, which it was.
Ooh.
It was a
was a
glass
cup,
dropping.
but still, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you didn't miss anything. So, you were planning on maybe going around the other side. You bought a breathberry.
Yeah. Does anybody have a boat?
We
Or
all
can
swim
like-
except you.
Yeah, we can just
Well,
tie
I
a
don't
rope
know
to
how
you.
far it is.
I believe you can rent a rowboat.
Because like if it's a couple of minutes, that's fine. If it's I don't know.
We can
It's
just
annoying.
swim it.
it's a mile walking path from the city to the place.
I
But
cannot swim a mile.
Katie
You
wants
can
to
ride-
go. Wait,
But
Katie
you could
wants
ride
to
on the
go
back
and
of
look
the boat.
for.
I can't breathe for an hour.
Well, hey, wait. So Katie wants to go look since she works at the docks and they do like restorations to ships. She wants to see if she can find like a big enough piece of like wood or a door, something that would float to have Abby like lay on, and we can tie a rope, make a hole and tie a rope, and
It
like,
would be
secure-
faster to just rent a rowboat.
I was thinking I could just have her like riding on my back and just stay at surface level until we need to dive.
Yeah, but you're gonna
You-
be going at half speed.
you couldn't really tell at night, but you all know that the house is on the edge of a cliffside. You could go from the underside of the cliff and just walk through the shore, and then.
I put the door that I found back. Oh.
Also, there's no price on here, but I'm just gonna say renting a rowboat is 1 gold a day.
That makes sense.
Yes, and finding a spare door someone doesn't want is inevitably much cheaper than that.
A rowboat is 50 gold.
All of us can swim except you, Abby. I think we just need to fashion some sort of quick craft if we needed to use the water. At this point, we don't. We might in the future if we need to go out to that boat.
Okay, well, because we know it's not probably gonna be that far, we'll be fine, I guess.
We go along the shore and only swim for small distances if we need to.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't understand. Why would it be half speed if you're not even
Because you're carrying someone.
Yeah.
even with the swimming part?
No, it is exactly like
What's your swim speed?
if you were to pick somebody up and carry them while you were walking across a floor, it would be half your speed. If you're doing the same thing in water, it's still the same.
That's
'cause it's
That's what the
drag.
bandits did. That was
Like, you
they used
can't-
half speed.
Like when somebody is diving down to pull somebody out of the water, they're going to swim faster alone than they are when they're carrying somebody who's wearing 55 pounds of armor.
Okay. My bad.
What is your swim speed, Cade?
Okay, oh, 40 feet.
All right, mine's 40. What's yours, Sekald?
30.
30. Okay.
Mine's
If-
12.
If anything, I would be. My strength is 14. So if anything, I would be the best person to carry you with for swimming because my swim speed is 40.
Or you could just have a gold and get a rowboat.
We're bad, but whatever. It's fine. We're cheap.
I am a merchant, my dear friend.
I
I'm
think
not
we
going
got
to
three very stubborn fish.
All right, so what's your plan?
We're going to travel along the coast towards the house and only swim in parts that we have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't need to swim until you get to that very bottom part of the coast.
Exactly. So most of us that want to swim in the water could swim in the water in order to keep up with Abby moving at regular speed on land, as opposed to having to slow down for me.
Okay, so you travel 0.9 miles out, and then you just go off the road and just go down to the shore, and then go into the water like your Godzilla heading home.
Right.
All right, so you do that. Do you breathberry at all or anything? Do you try to keep her afloat?
Yeah, we keep her above
Well,
water.
I don't remember. I don't think you get disadvantage on swimming checks in this edition.
You do if you have heavy armor on.
Do you? I do have decent strength though.
Which will be interesting when we get Axel back.
I think you negate that if you have a swim speed.
I don't think it says that. It just says disadvantage on swim.
Makes sense. I'm trying to find swimming.
Just keep swimming.
But
Just
eventually,
swimming.
but you guys go down that way. So
Yeah.
all right. Do you attempt to do it stealthily
I mean, Katie would.
Yeah.
during the daytime?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. Stealth checks, group stealth.
Boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
16.
Katie, what did you get?
I got a 7.
Oh no!
Give me a second. I got chainmail. Great. Super.
When you get up on shore, there's just a puddle, and you just can't help yourself. You gotta jump it and splash.
Yes, that's what I do. Oh, puddle!
I just imagine that as you're trying to do the puddle thing, you're jumping up and down, and just like the spiders, the water just gets out of the way, and you don't splash in anything, and then it just melts back into itself.
When I can't splash in the water, I look sad. Like, why, water, why?
I got 3.
And what it's called, Get?
22.
Okay. So
16.
nice.
Sorry.
A thief. Hiding is what I do. Sneaky.
So you guys go around the back, and as you go around the back of the cliffside, you notice at the very bottom of the cliff, there's a cave opening.
Hey, look, a cave opening!
It's a it's a fairly big cave opening, big enough that a boat could go through.
Oh.
Do you go in?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You continue to multiple quotes, sneak, and this passage leads. Ooh. Okay. So
Imagine
the
Susan
description.
having, like a 3. At some point, she like trips and hits her head on something. It's like "fuck" out loud, and it just. Or something like I'd imagine her doing, like "oh gosh darn," and it just echoes through the cave or something.
Okay, I gotta be careful with the flavor text for these rooms because it's taking it from like you're going from the opposite direction. So
Right.
Oh.
keep that in mind. However, this one somehow works either way. The passage leads into a cave that opens directly into the sea. The tide is out at present, and there's little water in the cave, but there's an obvious high water mark 3 feet above on the floor. Pulled up onto the sloping cave floor is a small boat, perhaps large enough for 8 people with oars, a step-down mast, and a neatly foiled sail. A rope tied to the bow is being held by a large boulder that serves as the anchor.
Katie eyes the boat, and you see a thought bubble boop, 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 of untying the boat and letting it float away.
We might want that.
Pop! The bubble goes away.
I'm just saying. I mean, because we might need it to get out to that place out in the water.
It looks twice as good as a rowboat.
Ooh, that's worth a lot of money.
Does it look like how big? Like, does it look like something Katie could swim and pull, or does she have to? Or does it look like it's got to be rowed by people?
No, you could.
I look at everybody. I say, "What if we just pull it out of the cave and like tie it up out there, and we can get it back when we want it, and they won't know where it went?"
It has an anchor.
That's actually not bad, yeah.
I like that.
I agree.
I take the anchor up and help in getting out there since my strength is 14. So
Yeah, the anchor's just a rock on a rope, but there's enough rope that you could use it as the anchor out there pretty well.
Does it have a sail?
Yep, it's folded up.
Oh, shit. I guess. Okay. Asking this question for later use.
Yep.
Can a gust assist in sailing with a sailboat?
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah, it's an effective strategy.
Quite.
Oh, there's no wind. Gust, 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 gust.
That's where
That's
that's where most stormborn sorcerers, that's
Right.
their whole thing.
Yeah,
that's
it's gust.
exactly what I was hoping for before I even planned out the names of called.
Yep.
Yes. Awesome.
Gust, 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 gust. Which
So I
would
just-
help Abby out a lot since she swims about as well as a boulder.
Yeah. So I just checked it, Scotty, and if you have a swim speed, water does not count as difficult terrain. However, at your discretion, you can require an athletics check. I assume they mean that's for like really rough water, like during a storm or something.
Or attempting some sort of maneuver other than
and
moving.
I don't.
I wouldn't bother because most of those times they would have a skill check for you regardless. So.
Yeah. And from what I can see, heavy armor doesn't actually affect your swimming speed whatsoever.
It's only stealth disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Sorry.
That was actually something that was proven later by somebody who did a live video, because third edition, that was a huge thing in third and 3.5, where swimming in full plate mail was stupid because it was
Yeah.
such a huge penalty.
You
It was
die.
ridiculous. Somebody actually wore full plate mail and a diving suit and swam around in the ocean and was like, do I look like I'm encumbered? Do I seriously look like I'm encumbered? And it was like,
Yeah, it's one of those things where like we look at the weight of it and we're like, that seems really heavy, and we don't really.
you're
account
wearing it,
for the
but
fact-
it's not like you're putting it on your back. It's
Yeah,
your
it's
whole body.
distributed, and if you're wearing it, you're proficient in moving around with it, so you're not going to feel it as much.
Right, yeah.
That said, I am a tin can and I'm loud as fuck, and every single time I'm like kicking. Yeah, every time I see a seashell on the beach, I'm like, oh, look what I found. Yeah, Abby now has a pocket full of seashells because I rolled a 3 on my stealth check.
Speaking of being loud as hell, you guys hear the noises of you guys echoing through the cavern in the cave. But there are no enemies around.
Yeah, and imagine if there were, they would have long disappeared at this point.
Or they'd come out to kill us.
The boat's still here, though. There's no cargo on it.
So I guess we were going to pull the
the
boat
boat.
away.
Yeah, we take the boat back outside and then come back in.
And then I will attempt to swim in without using my berry. I want to save that for as long as I can.
Just curious, don't even have water vehicle proficiencies. You don't need it for this task? I'm
I
just
do.
saying. Okay. Just for future stuff.
Because of my background, I do.
Yay!
I'm proficient in navigator's tools.
That's really helpful, actually. With that combo, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I can I can operate the boat while you can navigate it. Yeah, tool proficiencies, vehicles, water,
Nice. All right,
and
so
thieves, and
you-
thieves' tools, of course.
you easily get that boat out there. Don't even need to sail out. You got enough people with innate swim speeds. You guys just hang on the back and kick or tail
Flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abby will row.
They move just as fast as they would if the sail was going at full gust.
And Abby has land vehicles, so between the group of us, we can navigate any land or ocean vehicle. I like it.
Yeah. So, you get it out there. You got it anchored.
Yeah, we have a boat. We didn't even have to rent it.
Speaking like a true merchant.
Smuggler man.
Uh-huh.
You want to appraise that boat?
Oh, I do. I do a lot.
Give me a proficient intelligence check.
Okay. 24. I rolled a 20.
This
Nice.
boat's worth 100 gold.
Holy Dex.
Wow.
Well, I suppose we could use it for ourselves or pawn it off for 100 gold. Either way, it's still worth its salt. We don't have a boat at the moment, so at this point, it's +1 boat for us.
It can hold up to 8 people. It's literally twice as good as a rowboat, because a rowboat can only hold 4 people, and a
And it
rowboat's
can
50
hold the
gold.
group of us in the boat.
That is-
And friends.
That is a good thing. 'cause
Exactly. We
a
can still
regular
fit
rowboat
cargo,
wouldn't fit all
people.
of us.
We're good.
We should call it the Salt.
I like that.
One does not name a boat unless it is bigger than this.
Oh,
This is the minimum amount of boat in order for us to name it. It would not be appropriate to name a boat of this small size.
I whisper
This
to
is a
Abby,
sailing vessel.
we're gonna call it the Salt.
definitely.
Josul just kind of half chuckles and shakes his head. Let's go back in the cave. There's still
Cool.
smugglers to kill.
You notice there's no name on the boat. Just, yeah. Okay, so you guys leave the SS Salt outside and head back in.
Abby cannonballs into the water, and then like.
Doggy paddles in there as loud as
Yeah.
possible with her 3 stealth check. Roll.
I splash in behind her.
She's from a family of farmers. She doesn't do water that often.
Yeah.
I splash in behind her, making a little less noise, and I go, we're supposed to be being quiet.
I'm trying.
I'd imagine it's probably like, I'm trying. Like, just yells it at first and it echoes through the cave. Trying.
You know, this reminds me of another campaign I ran, where a group of samurai were going into a cave at sea,
Yeah.
and the samurai attempted to sneak.
This is going to be just
And they
as bad
said,
as that.
Okay, now we gotta be quiet, or they're gonna hear us. And the other one says, why are you whispering? Because there might, and then the other guy's like, well, there might be enemies. And he's like, we haven't seen any enemies yet. And they real life argued and got louder and louder. And I'm like,
And Scott was like, okay, you're now at full yelling conversation. and they were like, oh.
and they're like, oh crap. And they're like, oh crap, do we hear anything? And I'm like, listen check is the older edition. And I'm like, all you hear is yourselves. And they got ambushed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So that was a fun little side tangent. So you guys head further in. I'll never run a Rokugan ever again. I suck at it.
It's all culture instead of the game is the same as D&D, but it's all culture that
Yeah.
really makes the campaign everything.
I'm just saying I can't get the
recommend
culture.
Legends of the Five Rings. It's beautiful.
I just can't get the culture right, so I just don't. This passage widens. It's widened at the current part right now, and it's going to narrow further up north to form a much smaller cavern. You see 3 bolts of cloth, 5 small casks in the middle of the floor, but probably most importantly, you see a hobgoblin looking right at all of you. As he looks really mad, and he's going to attack. As we roll
Yeah,
initiative.
initiative.
Oh,
If I see the hobgoblin, it's initiative time.
Is this the hobgoblin that shot me last time?
Nope.
he has friends.
Oh boy,
Yeah, there was 10 people and we only saw 2 of them, so.
that's true.
Why is Goblin not with goblins? Sorry, I'm looking up in the monster menu.
Because it
I
begins
got
with
a
8.
2 initiative.
Wow.
This dice roll is amazing for everything except initiative.
Whoop, whoa. Okay, that was close. Almost knocked my keyboard down. Okay, so 2 initiative?
Yeah.
Nice.
Josul goes at 11.
Nice.
17.
17. Man, the wizard's are rolling really good for initiatives.
Right?
Katie, what'd you get?
23 with a net 20.
Nice.
Ooh,
Okay,
it sucks to be the bad guys.
bad guys roll. Yeah, it does suck to be them. Alright, so. Coincidentally got the same initiative as the previous encounter. How about that? So, alright, so up first is Katie, as he has a long sword and a long bow, and he's unsheathing the long sword.
How far is he away from Katie?
Yeah, within move.
Okay, Katie's got 40 feet of movement here. She's going to go, she just Sonic style sprints at the hobgoblin, and you just see her short sword just, and she's kind of just using her momentum to try to stab him with it as she just charges forward into him.
Oh, sorry, he was within 5 feet. This is a
Oh.
really small section.
Excellent.
Oh Jesus!
So yeah, so I just lunge, and that is a dirty 20 to stab him.
Woo!
Yeah, through his chainmail and shield, you stab him.
All right. I do 5 points of piercing damage as I run up and just slide my sword between the chinks in his armor. And then I just sort of smile and go, "Sorry, I'm gonna key point flurry of blows, and I'm gonna punch him twice in the face."
Oh.
The
Sorry, level 2 now.
the first punch is an 11 to hit.
That does not hit the wrist chainmail.
All right. And then I pull my fist back like, ooh, and I punch him again.
Yeah, you go to punch and he just pulls his shield up and just like, you're like, ow! And he's like, ha 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 ha, and then that's when you punch him.
Well, and no, then I punch again and clang, pull the sword out. Like,
I just imagine Katie doing the Hulk Buster from.
Go to sleep, except you can't actually hit him.
It's totally a fight scene from Jackie Chan's Rumble in the Bronx, where like they're fighting in the Bay Area, and he hits the guy with the door, and the guy's like, and then he goes to punch the guy, and the guy pulls the door forward, and he punches the door, and he's like,
I love that one.
God, I miss Jackie Chan.
Jackie.
I know.
Your monk's nickname is now Jackie Chan.
okay.
I want to play. I want to play a Drunken Master one that isn't actually drunk, and it's just Jackie Chan, because that's what he is. He's a Drunken Master.
Yeah, he is too. He's totally a Drunken Master.
It's a call.
Have you seen Drunken Master? Yes.
Yeah.
A single hobgoblin. That punch looks like it really hurt it a lot.
I'm very tempted to do something that Katie would probably not be very happy with me.
You can sculpt your spell.
Yeah.
I know, but, having you doing that same BS to you, each time we go out into combat. But it's so cold, I'm going to ice knife him.
Okay, roll to hit.
That is 16, that is 22.
22 does hit.
Woohoo! So first one, D10. And if I have to make it very obvious, I am sculpting it to where it doesn't hit her this time.
I'll just assume from now on.
Okay, oh shit, that's max damage.
Okay, he's dead. The explosion goes off, doesn't hit Katie.
Katie's like,
For a half second, I'm just like,
you just see her mouth exploding spiders.
He also gives you a strange look and then laughs.
that's actually the face that Abby makes.
Yeah.
The room is briefly covered in frost, and the frost quickly dissipates.
I'm trotting over to the hobgoblin to check his pockets, see if he's got keys or anything.
He does not have keys, but he does have a longsword. He has a longbow, a quiver of arrows, chainmail, and a shield.
As you're searching through all that, I go, that's all worth money.
Are we going to be those
Where am I
adventurers?
supposed to put it?
Just leave it here. We'll come back for it. We have to go back out this way.
Where are you going to put it? Camera focuses on boat.
We have a boat.
The boat is gone. We moved it away.
We'll bring it back.
Yeah, we'll bring it back. Can anybody use these? No. Okay. Cool.
Not yet.
What were you going to say?
I'm sorry. I was trying to specify that out of character. I was laughing my ass off at that. In character, Sekald was just going to look over and say, I know what I'm doing now.
Good job.
Proficiency goes a long way, doesn't it?
I will say that really hurts. There's still like a bunch of little holes in Abby's shield.
You see
from my
Katie
knife.
she scrapes up some of the ice shards from the ice knife that with her sword, and you see her like take and rip a piece of her shirt and wrap them up, and she puts the ice on her knuckles.
The guy's shield.
I mean, I could do frostbite if you wanted to do it that way. Freeze the cloth for you real quick.
I hold the cloth out,
I touch it with frostbite.
and then I put it back on my knuckles and just nod and smile.
You are
No,
quite,
I'm not stealthy. Does somebody else want to go ahead, or are we
you're
just
quite
gonna,
good
like,
at punching. Yes, I'll go
go in
ahead.
and-
Hang on a second.
go
I'll be right back.
It's eerily very quiet up ahead.
They're hiding again. Be careful.
They've already heard us. Let's just go as a group.
Group.
Yes. Yeah, I'm.
Cool.
I'm whispering this, not shouting it.
I know. I'm just joking about how not stealth together.
I'm moving as slowly as possible, so I hopefully don't sound like a bucket of pots clanging together.
No, but instead you sound like Iron Man trying to sneak through a vent.
You're like.
Slightly better. 7.
You carefully take one step. Chink, 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 chink. Another step. Chink, 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 chink.
I'm about to tell that guy to stop saying chink.
Wilson just kind of tightens his lips together a little bit and shakes his head slightly, and he goes, "You know what? Let's just go."
You briefly see through the wall, health bars appear, enemies just spawned, and then they disappear.
We move forward carefully, but not stealthily.
I don't know about you, but if I have to roll another stealth check, I can.
Just all you have to do, Sekald, is stay away from Abby and Katie, and you're fine. Just don't be near us.
The hilarious thing is, as terrible as my rolls are, I still haven't gotten to use lucky. I still have never rolled a 1 for this character, as horrible as her rolls
so
are.
bad that they wouldn't have helped.
So you move on up ahead, and it's it's an upward slope through this passageway as you head up. And you notice that it opens up above, and there's lights up there.
I kind of hold up whoa. And then we kind of peek up the best way we can without really getting up into the room all the way. So there's a hole, and you're gonna look around to look and see what you can see without getting your head above it.
Do you want me to sneak ahead and see if I can see what's going on up there?
How many times are we going to say "see" in a single sentence?
They're already ready for us. They heard us come in.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm just going to go with your innate stealth roll that you had as you scout ahead. As you move up ahead, luckily nobody sees you in there, but they're definitely prepared. You just peek your head, you just dart back as you see a bald man, shaved head man with piercing green eyes.
Ooh, nice eyes.
He's wearing these very wizardy looking wizard robes, very wizard-like, with wizard stuff. You notice 3 other guys with him, and a hobgoblin.
Which looks familiar.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wait, sorry. There's this guy, the shaved head guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 humans, and a hobgoblin, and this guy, is what you see in this room.
7 people in the room?
Yeah.
And they're looking your direction. All of their weapons are drawn. This guy's getting ready to cast spells.
I look over and I go, "There's 7 of them, and they're prepared for us."
Some of them are taking cover under the bolts of silk that they have in the room. There's quite a few of them. The room's well lit with torch sconces. It's a fairly big room, maybe 50 foot in diameter.
Out of character. Anybody want to double back and go in the other way?
Well, before we go in, I can cast Bless, which will help all of you, hit better. Yeah.
How far away is one of the torch sconces from the hole?
The hole?
Yeah.
You mean the way you're coming in from?
Well, we're coming up a hole in the floor, I imagine.
No, it's just an incline. It's just a hallway that goes uphill.
I'm
yeah,
so I can...
but it goes up into a room, right? So
Yeah.
it's just a hole that comes up at the far end of a room.
Okay. Yeah, the nearest
Where's
torch.
the closest torch sconce that has a person next to it?
Most of them are in the center of the room, so probably 20 feet away.
Do I think I could chuck a flask of oil at the torch sconce so it would explode, catch fire, and throw fire everywhere on the people standing next to the torch?
No, but you think, better yet, you could do it to a bolt of silk that's sitting right next to one. And you, being a smuggler, know there's few things they value more than their own lives.
Got it. So I can throw oil up there. I pull out an oil flask from my lantern and splash it on the ground next to where they're standing. It would catch fire next to one of the silk bolts that are up there. Smugglers value nothing more than their own lives. If we can kill and start to threaten them in some way, they would have to come to us.
Come on out, you hear from above. We know you're here.
Before we go anywhere, I'm casting Sanctuary on Josul.
So before we do that and waste any oil, I'd like to remind you I have create bonfires. I can literally set them on fire from a distance.
Ooh.
Oh, it's not wasting the oil. I planned on using it anyway.
Huh. All right. So then it becomes a question of creating just a large bonfire immediately or splash with the oil.
You hear some footsteps approaching the doorway, heading towards where you guys are at.
If we have another round before they get here, I want to cast Bless. But I don't know exactly how long it's going to take them.
They're like walking cautiously. So we'll say
I want to be
you guys
right
have a round to
around the
prepare.
corner. I want to be like right there, like short sword in one hand and like ice. Like I still have the ice pack on my fist, but I'm still going to use it.
So, okay, out of character, which would be better, creating a bonfire on the silk or throwing the oil in there? Because throwing the oil, I'm assuming you'd have to roll for, whereas so long as I can see it and it's within range.
That's the
Both
problem.
require-
You have to run in order to see it. I just have to pop up, throw it, and pop back down.
Both require saving throws, if that's what you're asking.
Right. And they're all rogues, so catching fire is not what I'm worried about, but the smoke would drive them out of the room.
Okay. If that's the case, then I will back up and
Also,
prepare.
your bonfire might be concentration.
Yeah, and that means you wouldn't be able to cast another spell that requires concentration, so let's hold off on that because we may need you to do that.
Okay, I normally do not like to re-roll initiatives, but since Abby's been rolling so bad, I'll give her another chance. So we're gonna re-roll initiative.
Another chance to roll badly?
I'm gonna use a different dice.
I did specify.
Woo!
Uh-oh.
Of
Glad
course,
you rolled.
of course, they get a nat 20.
I rolled a nat 20 as well.
Nice.
22.
Ooh, okay.
So, quick question, does their prepared spell matter at all in this?
No,
Okay.
they know you're coming, and you know they're coming, so there's no surprise rounds or anything.
Stalemate.
Son of a bitch.
Right.
So, my
I
total
got
is...
11.
Yay, that's the best you've done.
I know.
You must have traded off for some of my luck. I got a 4
Ooh.
Nice.
total.
Oh, God.
And I got a 21.
Damn.
What is your dex?
Mine is +3.
Okay, you're 21 to greater.
Yeah. Me, you, and then them. Oh, that'll be great.
All right, so you hear maybe multiple sets of footsteps kind of approaching. So our rogue goes first.
Do I think I can splash this oil in a way that it would catch fire and hit the stuff next to where they're standing?
Yeah.
All right. I pop up and chuck the oil right over it where I need to, and then pop back down and
Okay,
ready my weapon.
roll to
pull my
hit.
weapon out.
And it's just your dex bonus because you're not
Okay.
proficient with it.
Right. 19.
Okay, yeah, perfect. So, hits it. Some of it hits the torch, and the light, the fire catches to it and gets to the silk.
Question. I think I said it before. Did I get a chance to cast that sanctuary on Josul?
I'll say so, yeah.
It only takes a bonus action, but
And that what gives them they have to roll to attack
they
me?
have to roll wisdom save to attack you. Yes.
Okay.
KD.
All right, so I have to pop up there if I want to get one of them, or I have to wait for them to come to us.
Yeah.
All
So Soul
right.
popped up and used his
Oh,
cunning action
shit.
to stealth, I assume, after that?
Yeah.
A single
You know
arrow whizzes past him, but it doesn't hit him.
They need to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, they do. A single arrow whizzes past you.
Okay. I use a cunning action to hide after I popped up.
Yeah. It was more thematical. I wasn't actually going to roll the hit.
Right. My cunning action hide was okay. Appropriate. We'll say it's appropriate. 8.
Okay.
All right, so I am going to
Part of my
position
turban sticks out
myself.
just a little. It's not quite.
I'm going to be right next to the opening but out of sight of them. So basically, if one of them comes within range, I'm just gonna short sword step.
Okay. So you ready an attack?
I am ready with my attack.
All right. Who's next? They are 2 guys heading up towards you guys. One is the hobgoblin. It's the first one you see, Katie. You readied your attack.
All right. As soon as he sort of comes into view, you just see a short sword kind of just side around the corner, and I try to poke him.
He already has his long sword drawn.
All right. So that's gonna be a 22 to hit him.
Yep, that hits through his armor and shield.
All right.
Nice.
Boom. Oh yes. 9 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Ah! And I yank it back out and stay behind my corner.
He goes to grab it, and blood still spurts through his hand, and he looks really, really hurt.
You want to make better decisions about coming down here to get us. And I just stay there.
Okay,
You
so
have
that
the
was
bonus
your...
action
that-
where you can do a free punch.
I can't because I held my action, so I have to.
That's right.
My
That's true.
reaction to use my.
And he immediately, of course, attacks you, since it's his turn that you did that on.
Wait.
Oh, of course he did. Why? Okay, suddenly I'm rolling ridiculously good. Also, one of his friends is really close to him, so he has martial advantage. Which sucks for you, unfortunately. 22 to hit.
I mean, yeah.
Because of martial advantage, he can do extra damage once per turn.
Does his friend have to be just near him or near me too?
No, he has to have an ally within 5 feet, and he does.
God damn it.
So, he deals a whopping
Oh, it sounds like a lot of dice.
13 damage.
Ah! What
Ow.
are you at? Like 5 hit points?
That was 2d6 plus a d8.
Ow. 13, huh?
And his friend is
I'm
like,
at 4 hit points.
and his other friend is looking around for this fish man that just threw a vial of something. He thinks it's maybe alchemist fire, and he got a nat 1, so he's like, huh? Who did that? Must have been the wind.
What was that noise? Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind. And then he sees Katie and goes, whoa! Too bad I used my action to roll a perception check. I can't do anything.
Katie's just like got the ice pack over the wound. Like, ow!
Josul, from your hiding spot, you can see the silk that's on fire. When suddenly you see a ray of something cold hit it, and it's immediately out.
God
Oh,
damn it.
you dicks.
And that's their turn. Abby! You hear the same voice. Nice try.
It is thundering really hard.
I thought that was the dog.
Wow.
Oh, that was thunder.
Damn.
Someone cast thaumaturgy.
You took how much damage?
13 hit points.
Yeah, no. You're so close to the. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna run up and cast Cure Wounds on Katie.
Oh,
Okay.
Abby, be careful.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what else to do. I mean,
You notice the hobgoblin look at
do I
you,
do
and he looks
smart
really
or-
mad at you.
No, Abby's smart. I'm actually gonna use Healing Word, which lets me be further away.
He can't attack you. I'm just saying he was within melee with KD.
That's the thing. I go after him, and if I move away, he gets a reaction. So, if I go into melee combat, I will get fucked up.
You could hide behind Katie and heal her from there.
It's fine. I'm gonna do Healing Word, and boom. Ooh, you gain 9 hit points.
Oh, I feel
And
better.
then that was a bonus action, and I'm going to use my action to do Sacred Flame because it's a cantrip.
On the
I didn't-
hobgoblin or the human guy?
Whichever one fucked up, whichever one Katie punched.
Okay, that's the hobgoblin. He's the one that hit her hard.
Yeah, whichever one's hurt. He needs a dex save.
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm trying to find my D4 before the dog eats it.
What is with this dice? It's extreme today. It went 19, nat 20, nat 20, nat 1, nat 1.
Nice.
So another nat 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Wow.
I can't see it past my own blood, he says in Goblin. Ah.
He takes 5 radiant damage.
My hobgoblin beard. And he dies.
Phew! Ah, yeah.
I kick him a little on the way down.
Oof. Sorry. Bleh. Alright, so that's Abby's turn, correct?
Yeah.
Sekald, hey, it's your turn. There's a human bandit dude right there.
Just the one?
Within sight without you popping your head out. You could move up further ahead. But there's like one bandit guy.
Yeah, firebolt.
He's looking for the merfolk.
No, but I think I may have something else. Give me
If
just...
you use something that hits a single target, that might be better for him.
Oh, no, yeah, that's exactly what I plan on doing, but I don't want to... at this point, I'm not sure if I want to burn a...
Spell slot.
Actually, use a cantrip. If you have a single target cantrip, just hit him with that.
I do. Let me see.
He's a low-level guy. It might not be enough to kill him, but enough to fuck him up enough that...
Somebody else can kill
I'm
him.
still
Yeah,
here. I'm just sitting on the floor with the dog because he's shaking like a leaf.
Is he damaged at all? No?
No,
No,
the human
nobody-
isn't.
Nobody's hurt except the dead hobgoblin.
That's pretty hurt. Okay.
Yes,
In that
yes,
case-
enemy of hurt.
He's like,
Exactly.
that's racist. Bleh.
All right. In that case...
Sound like a stuck hog.
The title of the episode, Saltmarsh. Racism.
That's racist. That's racist. Saltmarsh. That's racist.
All right, give me just 1 second. I'm seeing the difference between these two real fast. Trying to make a choice. Yeah, I prefer this one. Chill Touch.
Okay. The most deceptive named cantrip ever.
Yeah, especially since it's necrotic.
Cost damage or requiring
And
you
it's
to touch.
ranged.
And it's not touch.
Yeah.
Yep. Love it.
Baldur's Gate did a good job of representing it. When you cast it, a big blue hand would go like this and appear and go whew, and slap at them.
That's what it's supposed to. That's what it's flavored as doing in 5e.
Yeah, the big blue hand comes up and just slaps at him.
This one says, skeletal hand. If you hit, oh no, it's an undead target.
Yeah, so
Oh, no,
you're
here it is.
rolling to hit.
Yeah, on a hit, the target takes 1d8 necrotic, and it can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Until then, the hand clings to the target.
Oh, neat.
So, and that roll was a 19 total.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Nice.
Woohoo! So,
Ooh.
jeez.
Yeah. Terry's in for a rough night.
Oh,
For
He already had a tough afternoon.
sorry to pun it, but for a rough night.
so that's 5 on the die.
For a rough no, okay. So 5 necrotic damage.
Just keep saying it.
No, like for FUR. But anyway, so the hand grabs the bandit's face, and you hear him scream, a muffled scream onto the hand. I did not know it actually kept it latched on, so that's a fun new flavor in my mind.
Grabs his face and he's like,
Oh god, that's amazing.
whole face.
So that's
That is-
Sekuld's turn?
That is Sekald's turn.
Okay. Merfolk. Josul. It's your turn.
Oh, God. Sorry, forgot I was the only merfolk here.
You are currently hidden. Exceptionally so from this human that has a skeletal hand grabbing his face.
Oh, well, while he's distracted, I throw a dagger at his guts.
Okay. Definitely I will allow sneak attack for that.
Whee!
An ally is within 5 feet. Kade is.
Hi.
That is a to hit.
It's more than 12?
It's 12.
Oh, hey, it just hit.
Sweet. He takes 1 away from max damage.
Don't forget sneak attack.
I did not forget. 9. He takes 9 damage, which is 1 away from max. I would have done 10.
Goes straight into his heart. And he does the old man heart attack meme and falls dead.
With, once again, incredible speed, Josul draws the dagger from a well-visible spot and tosses it as it flips through the air and stabs him in the chest.
Okay, nice. So
Nice.
Kade, is your turn. There are no... Well, there's visible enemies because you stepped out. So there's the mage-looking dude.
Mhm.
Um,
Five
and
left.
5 human dudes.
Should be five left.
5 other human dudes, I should
What
say.
are the human dudes armed with?
Crossbows and longbows.
We killed 2, right? There should be
You
5.
killed a hobgoblin and a human.
Right.
How?
So there were 7, and now there's 5 altogether.
Oh,
right?
so
Not
there's
6.
4. There's 4 left, yeah.
4 humans.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
how
there's just so
far-
many. So.
Right. That's why I was like, wait a minute. No.
How far is the mage-looking dude from me?
Yeah, kill the wizard first.
From your entranceway, at your current 3/4 cover as you're peeking around, he is right next to the bolts of silk, 20 feet away.
Does it look like the other 4 people with weapons are ready to shoot me if I bolt through that room?
It looks like they would get at least 2 of them would get opportunity attacks because there's 2 of them in front and 2 of them behind.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
Yeah, don't get yourself flanked. You're not that high a level yet.
Yeah, I flip around the corner with a dart and I target the mage-looking dude with a dart,
Be-doo. Okay.
and
Go for the eyes.
You vats.
Yeah.
You see the sad look because this breaks up the set again, but I throw the dart at the mage.
Okay.
Oh god, that's horrible. That's a 12 to hit with the dart.
Why does he not have mage armor? He should have mage
I don't
armor.
know.
You hit.
Oh, thank goodness.
He's
I'm
wearing-
glad he doesn't have mage armor.
He's a wizard
Yeah.
without mage
Yeah.
armor. You hit.
That makes 2 of us.
Wait, like he doesn't have it cast, or
No.
like
Not at
he
all.
doesn't have it on?
Wow.
He doesn't have prepared either. No.
That's super dumb.
All right, so I do 1 point of piercing damage with the dart,
Ah!
and I duck back under cover, and anybody near me hears me say, "Oh, I hope I get that back."
OCD much?
You guys hear from around the corner. Ah, the fucking dart?
As the wizard makes a gasp because he's a wizard, so 3/4 of his health are gone because you hit him with the dart.
I take offense to that statement.
Wizard, you hit me with a single dart. I'm almost dead.
Sekald, we'll do an experiment later with us and darts.
No, we won't.
I mean, as a
Only
last
fair.
level, it would have been a 1/6 of your health.
And he says, "Kill them." And you hear a bunch of footsteps going around the corner. And
Oops.
suddenly, you thought there were 4, but now there are 5 guys appearing.
Oh,
And 2 in the front have their swords out, and the 2 in the back have bows out. We'll go with that.
Abby, you might need to run in.
So the 2 ones with the swords attack Kade, and since Josul didn't hide, one of the bows shoots at him, and another one shoots at Abby, we'll say.
Well,
Since the Cold's like way in the back.
this got really crazy.
Yes, it did. I love having to keep track of all this.
He says with great sarcasm.
Okay, so 1 hit from the melee, 1 hit from the ranged. Yeah, 1 hit from the ranged. So Kade gets hit once from a scimitar, taking a whopping 4 damage.
Ow.
And Josul, of course, got the nat 19 with the bow.
Of course.
So you take a whopping. How much damage did they do again? You take a whopping 5 piercing damage.
Cool. 1/3 my health.
And the 5th guy looks like he shoots an arrow, but he misses.
Good.
So that is their turn. Yeah, Eddie. Oh, almost got it.
So close.
So I realize I can't heal everybody, so I'm gonna take a gamble and do bless. All 3 of you get to add a D4 to your saving throws and attacks.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Are we having Axel do anything in this combat, or is it just us?
It's just you guys.
Okay.
Last time I played someone's player character, they got squished by a black dragon and almost died instantly.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
Fair enough.
So that was Abby's
You
turn.
didn't play
right?
him wrong, if it's any condolences.
It wasn't his fault. The dragon
No.
died while it was flying above him.
Right. Yeah. No.
Oh yeah. Whoops. I forgot that.
You can thank the Baron for that. That was Abby's turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's called. All your friends in front of you are getting attacked by bandits.
And then I'm gonna duck behind the box.
These bandits in a nice tight group.
God damn it! Would you stop asking questions? I was just about to.
They all are now. Yeah, they're all
Just-
really close to each other.
Thinking ahead for you, Sekald.
No, you're right on the tracks.
It's a choke at the door, so they're all really close to each other.
And if I was to hit them, how many of my allies are within 5 feet or 10 feet?
You could easily angle it so you don't shoot one of the bandits in the front and you don't hit any of your friends.
I'll do that.
Yeah, you can sculpt around 2 of us.
And if it wasn't obvious, ice knife.
Pew!
Yeah.
And we get. Oh shit!
Nat 20?
Nat 20.
Really? Okay. Roll me a d100.
Mm.
You notice the 5th guy immediately Back to the Future fades off as he was a silent image the whole time.
Oh, what a fucking dick.
Mm.
Sorry, he had an illusion spell. I couldn't help myself.
That is. It's a 66.
Oh, so close to 69.
I know. I thought it was for a second, but then I realized the line is underneath the wrong one.
This synergizes perfectly with your explosion, because the guy you hit with the knife has disadvantage on saving throws till the end of your next turn. So he has
Nice.
disadvantage on this deck save for the explosion. Well, I need to roll for all of
that's
them.
good.
Nice.
Good.
Oh, come on. Rolled a nat 18, then a nat 20.
Oh god.
Wow.
Just tell me what what was the knife damage? That would be double the dice damage.
Yeah, 2d10.
Yeah.
I didn't actually roll that. Give me a second.
I'm pretty sure this might kill the bandit outright.
It's a 10 total.
Okay, that's literally what happens. Same as last time you guys were down here. Ice knife to the head, and the head explodes in cold. Now more than ever because it was a crit. So roll your crit cold damage as I roll saving the rest of everybody else.
46.
So 46.
How close is the guy with the exploding head wound to Katie?
I'm rolling so many nat 20s tonight, it's ridiculous.
No, come on.
Only one failed.
I think Scott said the spell was able to explode around you,
They
so we
were
really only had to sculpt it around just you.
on a grid, they'd be 10 feet away.
I think Katie is like leaning in and watching.
That's kind of what I figured.
So how much damage was the explosion?
Oh shit, sorry. I got distracted by the exploding head CSI moment. 14 total.
Okay.
God damn.
Well, 2 6s and 2 1s. I mean,
Well, yeah, still.
Let me think. Alright. Out of those 4 guys that are there, 2 of them are dead. One, it looks really, 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 really hurt. And the other one, not so much. He's hurt, for sure, but not bloody. And that is Sekald's turn.
yes.
Josul.
Oh. Bonus action.
As you
I hide.
you hear panicking from the mage inside.
Bonus action. I hide.
Okay.
Ah!
I assume you do that at the end of your turn, because if you do it now, it's kind of pointless.
Actually, it's part of what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay.
Bonus action. I hide. 19.
Okay.
I pop up so that I could see the wizard.
Okay.
How far away is he from me?
20 feet. I forgot
Oh,
the door.
perfect. I dagger him.
He has advantage because he's hidden.
Oh, okay. Okay, I understand.
Unless the wizard makes his perception check.
Nope, his passive perception does not pass that, and it's not his turn to give an action to roll perception.
That's true.
So my to hit was 23.
Let me check. Mage with robes that has
get
little
to
to no
add a
death.
D4.
Dex. Yeah, you hit.
Add a d4 to damage or just to hit? I thought it was just to hit, right?
Just a hit, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was just joking because
Oh,
you rolled
yeah.
amazingly.
It's such a huge number, right? He takes 6 damage.
With the sneak attack?
Yeah, I rolled 2 2s and then my +2.
Okay. You hit him with the dagger, and it's like in the lower part of his side, and he just... Ah! What's... Stop throwing crap at me!
And just to add insult to injury, I say to him, hang on, I forgot the guy's name. Okay. You should have never betrayed Galen Primewater.
Who is that?
Fuck it.
Okay, that's what I say.
Yeah, from behind all the boxes, Abby's just like,
He's hurt. He's doing pretty well off, actually, considering. And Kate Eastern.
Okay. So
One
how
guy
many-
is at like maybe 2 hit points, and then
Okay.
there's another guy that looks pretty injured.
and I can get to both of them right now.
Yeah, they're covered in the frost stuff.
Okay. The one that looks less injured than the really bad off one, I just sort of look at the one that's really hurt and go, 1 second.
He's
And
doing
I'm
he's
gonna-
doing like the Mortal Kombat fatality thing.
I'm going to attempt to stab the other one with my short sword.
Okay.
I get a, God, I have to math, 27 to hit him.
Let me check you how you hit.
All right. I do 6 points of damage.
Okay,
Nice.
he's really, really hurt. They both are equally doing the Mortal Kombat like fatality.
All right. I spend my second key point.
last key point.
Yes. I'm going to now punch with the ice packed hand. The one that I just stabbed.
You should call it icy hot.
Oh yeah, icy hot.
Oh,
Calls the
nice.
pain and then takes it away. All right, that's gonna be a 26 to hit.
Okay.
Damn.
And that's a D.
So you get 1 extra attack. You don't get another one.
I get 2.
No, she
Okay.
gets 2.
I get
Okay.
2
What did you
hit.
get in the second one before we get the
She
damage?
hasn't- I don't think she's rolled it yet. She just did the damage.
Yeah, I was just doing I was doing 4 points of damage to the first guy with the first punch,
Okay.
and then the other guy I get a dirty 20 to hit him,
Okay. How do you
and I get.
how
2
do you
points-
end it for those two?
I punch the one in the face with the ice packed hand, and as I feel him start to go limp, I sort of grab onto his collar and slam him into the other guy,
Nice.
Nice.
and then let him go. And then I say from my hiding place, "I'm gonna throw a dart at you next," and I stay there. Just kind of kick the 2 bodies out of the way.
Okay. Well, I don't need the monster manual anymore. Give me a second.
Yay!
All right. So get another book. Yay, books.
Books are good.
For those wondering why I'm rolling around who haven't heard it, my dog is shaking like a leaf because of the thunder.
Oh, puppy. Terry.
Okay, he's mad at you specifically. So he actually moves.
Just took out 2 guys in 1 round.
You just took out his whole crew. So he runs.
Yeah.
He comes out and he's just like looks really mad. Tactics are gone now. He's just really upset as he puts his hands out and rays that are of scorching fire. All 3 shoot at Katie.
Oh shit!
Actually, 1 at Josul because he did see you.
I hit him in the guts with a dagger.
Yeah.
It did 6 points of damage to his intestines.
Katie's reaction is
Plus
she
5 to
looks
hit.
at him and she goes, "Oh shit!"
12,
12 misses her. She ducks against the wall.
19.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and then Josul, you get 1.
Yeah, just tell me if you miss.
Oh, it's 23. So
Yeah,
you
that's just
All right,
that's
so-
more than you needed, buddy.
Katie takes
Um,
4 fire damage, while Josul takes 10, of course.
Yay, I'm at 0.
I'm guessing that even if I had thought about it in time, shield would not have helped them at all.
That's
No,
only
it's
for
not
you.
shield,
It's
it's
self
only-
only.
Yeah,
Oh.
self only.
Yeah,
thought it
it's
said-
only-
Self, son of a bitch. I am so
I
sorry.
looked at it because I was going to take it, and I was like,
Is
oh, it only
he-
affects me. Nah.
Is
Yeah.
Katie at 1 hit point?
No, she has 5, but when he fires the first one and she ducks, she's like, "Oh," and then she sees the second one and she puts the hand up with the ice on it, and when it hits her, she's like, "Ah, God damn it! You melted my ice pack!"
You killed my whole team!
You melted my ice pack.
Where's my super suit? All right, so Abby.
I'm at 0, by the way.
Oh God, I'm turning into Frozone. Well, that's not a bad thing.
Josul, and I'm like, oh shit, he's unconscious.
Yeah, question, Josul, what's your total hit points?
15. I took 5 damage and then took 10.
Nice.
Okay.
Once again, dropping me like a
So
fly.
you have a max of 15.
Yep.
Fun fact: this encounter was set up for level 1.
And fuck it.
Maybe 10 groups of level 1 adventurers.
Oh, for those
10
confused
groups
at
of 4.
For those confused at home, I think I stated when we came back from the break, but I'll state it again. Everyone's level 2 right now.
Yeah. I'm going to use my action to do my channel divinity and preserve life, and I'm going to. Oh, the dog's like panting. He's so freaked out.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck it. Just make it easier. 5 to both of you.
Yay, I'm not 0.
Hey.
2 little Legend of Zelda fairies just.
Yeah, and then I hide behind my box again.
All right.
Awesome.
It's called. The
So
wizard
it's
has presented himself.
That was a.
It is
dumb
now
move.
a wizard battle.
No, it's gonna be a wizard slaughter.
Expecto Protonads!
No.
Avada Kedavra.
What a
You know,
wonderful,
if I had it.
what a wonderful phrase.
Fuck it. Chromatic orb to the face.
Whoa.
I'm gonna do frost damage. I'm gonna throw a snowball at this freak.
They were nice enough not to give him counterspell.
Thankfully. And we get, oh shit, 18 on the die.
Yeah, he has 11 AC, so just saying.
Yeah, yeah, he's dead. Well, he's hit. I don't know if he's dead or not.
He's probably dead. He's a wizard, let's be honest.
What do you make the chromatic orb?
Frost. I said it just a second ago.
Okay.
Where'd you go? Where'd you
Yeah,
go? Where'd
he
you
said
go?
he throws it like a snowball. Like,
Yep.
Oh, that's
Somewhere
right,
brain
sorry.
Smiling.
3d8. Give me one moment. My d8s. There's my d8s. So let's see. This attack hits 3d8. Sweet. 4, 6, and 1. 11 damage.
11 damage as the snowball hits him and he gets knocked back a step back. And he looks up at you and he's like, God damn it! He's all mad and all that.
Fucking dick, this guy.
These alchemist secrets were gonna be mine, but you ruined it all! And it goes into the villain monologue thing.
And that little dog too.
And it's Josul's turn. We're gonna become
Okay.
the richest smugglers on this side of Saltmarsh.
all right.
I promised that Hobgoblin's family I'd bring him back safe, damn it!
You're at 5 hit points.
Then to finish off his phrase, I say, "Then you can join him in hell." And I point out a dagger and throw it at him. Oh, hey, and it's appropriate. I hit.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say nat 20.
No, I should have said I hid first, but I didn't, so fuck it. I'm just going to chuck the dagger at him and say screw it.
Okay.
I'd like to thank you.
Has
coming
anybody
back to
punched the
consciousness.
wizard? Oh no, you aren't close enough to punch the wizard.
And it might not matter too much because I did 5 damage.
Okay, he's really, really hurt. Like you think the gust spell could kill him. And that doesn't do damage.
Is it my turn?
I would love to do that.
Yes, it is.
I run at him with the short sword, and I'm like, "My ice pack!" Stab him.
By the way, he has 2 daggers in his body that he hasn't taken out yet.
And a dart.
And a dart stuck in his chest.
So 17 to hit him,
Okay.
and I do 8 points of piercing damage.
Alright, how do you end it?
I stab him, and I stare him in the eyes, and I reach up and I pull out the dart and go, "Mine." And then I pull my sword out and walk away.
Nice. Nice.
The anger in his face quickly dissipates into just like a sense of shock as his last breath escapes his mouth. His piercing green eyes seem a little less pierced as they seem to kind of glaze over as he falls over dead.
I just stroll back with my dagger and I'm wiping it off, and I put it back with the set, so I still have 10.
Nice.
I imagine the confusion that poor bastard has. Is like, what kind of death throw is this?
Josul slithers up and takes his knives back.
Okay. They're all perfectly fine except for the blood on them.
Abby, you can
Sir,
come
I
out
wiped the
now.
blood off.
Killed
I'm
him.
sorry, guys. I'm out of healing.
What?
I used my spells. I used the one to make you guys better at hitting and.
No. I'm saying, what are you apologizing for? You did great.
Oh, thanks.
I honestly don't know what you apologize for either. I wouldn't be breathing right now if it weren't for you on several occasions.
Sir.
Oh,
you-
and hey, Sekald, that icy orb thing? Wow!
That was really cool, by the way. It was
Wow!
nice that you didn't do the grenade thing and hit Kade. Was that like intentional or was she just really dodgy?
I fixed that problem.
Nice.
Also,
Oh.
I'm picking up the guy whose head had the ice dagger explode in it, and I'm just looking in the hole.
I'm trotting over to the wizard.
Blood is starting. It looks like a lot of blood already spilled out of him. Because there's a giant open cavity.
I'm checking the wizard's pockets, and if I find anything book-like or scroll-like, I'm throwing it to Sekald.
Okay.
Woo!
Let me double check his stuff.
Yeah, I will take anything alchemical or beneficial.
He has a pipe on him. It's expertly
Woo.
crafted.
Ooh.
I will take the pipe.
And a masterly crafted gaming dice set. Oh,
wow.
and the hobgoblin that you killed, its
Mhm.
armor looks magical.
Ooh.
Is what looks magical?
Armor.
Armor.
Ooh.
You notice a bunch of seashells and stuff engraved into it.
Oh, pretty.
Ooh.
Who's gonna inventory all this?
You feel like it'd be really useful for Abby if she had that armor. Hint, hint.
So wait, what was handed to me?
I want this. There we go.
I don't think I found the spellbook yet.
No, you did not find a spellbook on him.
So there was a pipe and magical armor. What kind of armor is
Oh.
it?
It seems you think it's magical. I mean, looks like it's a little over the top for armor, so you're like,
All right.
you could assume it's magical.
Is it heavy armor or chainmail or plate mail or what?
It is. Screw it, it's full plate.
Ooh.
This was a very short and stout hobgoblin, we'll say. Looks like you could size it for a halfling.
You just take those lower plates off that were around the abdomen, and it'll be,
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking the stuff off of him, and I'm like, we should maybe check the rest of this place. And if we get all of their stuff together into a pile, I can do a ritual that will let me tell if it's magic or not.
Now that you guys are fully
And I won't have to spend any spell slots on it.
now you
Good
guys are
idea.
fully into this room. You see 5 bolts of silk cloth and a whole bunch of casks. Wooden
Oh
casks.
yeah, I wanted to check the casks.
I
and
look
see what's
over
in
at the
there.
casks. Yeah, what's in them?
Brandy.
What kind of brandy?
Good stuff.
This is high quality brandy. We'll be bringing this back. All of it.
Also, now that you
Can we
have
drink some first?
when you grabbed the dice from
I look over at you and go, ha 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 ha! Of course. What kind of gourmand would I be if I tried the brandy I stole? Ha 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 ha!
the dice you stole, they accidentally drop out of your inventory somehow. And when they land on the ground, it rolls a 4 and a 3 on those 2d6.
4 and a 3.
And when you pick it up and if you roll it again, it rolls the exact same thing.
Oh, they're loaded dice. Whoa.
He really was cheating. Ned was right.
Poor Ned. He's
think-
going to jail for a long time.
You
I
think these
Yeah.
and they're really nice dice. These are worth a lot. Josul, they're like 20 gold.
I would say there's maybe a way we could help him, but after he betrayed the prince of the prince, it's probably not an advisably great idea for us to get involved with it. We'll be lucky if Ned survives the
Honestly,
trip north.
He might be safer in jail.
He's probably already dead.
I've already told Kevin what's gonna happen to him.
Oh, no.
The last Ned I knew about lost his head right before winter.
That's true.
I'm gonna start piling all of the good stuff into one of these crates since Josul said we're gonna be taking them with us anyway.
Crates?
Yeah, weren't there crates of like brandy and shit?
No, there's
casks.
casks.
Oh,
of
cats.
brandy.
Okay.
8 of them.
I'm
Ooh.
gonna
8 of them.
pile it next to it.
And I
Who
don't
wants
know.
to help me?
I don't know if you guys know what bolts of cloth is like, but that's
Yeah.
like really heavy and big.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're big. They're probably as tall as Abby.
Yeah,
And
there's
this is
there's 5
silk?
of them. Yes,
Like, we're talking like silk or like spider silk?
5 bolts of silk worth 50 gold each.
Okay, regular silk. Got it.
So,
Yeah,
Katie,
not drow silk. Not
This
drow
is
silk.
quality silk.
Katie,
Yeah.
want to help me get the boat?
Oh, sure. You see, while everyone else is like collecting items from things, Katie had her parchment out, and she's got like a crude sketch of a couple different human bodies, and she's got like notes like head wound, and notes and like stab wounds and things, and she just folds it back up and puts it in her pocket. She says, sure, I can help you get the boat.
Josul.
You get a single weird glance from Josul as he sees the notes and then goes,
You get a lot of them from Abby while she's trying to pull the armor off of this dead hobgoblin.
The call just goes,
Abby, you have to take the strap off first. Here, let me help you.
Oh, okay. I missed that one.
I
Skull just-
help Abby get the armor off the fat guy.
Segal just makes one small comment. I should probably be more worried about that than I actually am. Anyways, boat.
The 8 casks, each one is worth 10 gold.
Ooh.
And the biggest thing Josul notices, since he's, this is his trade, all of these have branded on them Town of Saltmarsh. You're pretty sure everyone at town would know these were stolen, and you wouldn't be able to sell them here if you wanted to sell them.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to sell these for us.
Not in Saltmarsh. You wouldn't be able to sell it in Saltmarsh.
I meant to the smugglers.
Oh, yeah.
I meant sell them to the smugglers. Like to the captains. And you could defer
Now,
them.
here's an idea though. What if we should return some of them and tell them that it looks like they must have gotten rid of the rest of what they stole. 'Cause we are getting
The
paid
problem
for
is the
rolling.
rarity stolen goods. The return of stolen goods is a sketchy part at best, as most of the townsfolk are most likely not going to like us in the first place because we're not all human. They're most likely going to assume we stole these kegs, and therefore will assume
we were just hired.
therefore
We were
did it.
We were just hired by the head of the town guard to go
Yes,
bust
and if
up
we
a thing
get-
of smugglers. That would make sense.
Correct, and if we get him involved, all of these goods will be gone for free, including the armor we're taking off this man, all of his weapons, and all the goods of everyone in this building. They all belong to
think
the
so.
city. Of course they will. They all were stolen goods. Everything can be confiscated. That's how the guard works, my friend. They take what they think that would be useful to them. There's no
You have a
benefit in
very
us
sad.
if we let them.
Besides, none of this armor wouldn't fit any of those guys because I don't think there are any halfling on the guard.
I don't think that matters to them.
I think you have a grim disposition, but okay, I'm still pulling the armor off.
You get the armor off and you put it on and all that?
This silk, however, I will be taking myself.
I was just getting doggo.
This silk is clearly belonging to a very important person. I will take care of this myself. We may not be able to sell it at all. I'm not entirely sure. But nevertheless, we'll be taking it with us. It can't stay here.
Okay. So, if you guys explore the rest of the cave, there's no more enemies, so it looks like you've cleared out all the smugglers.
Ah!
Yep, we pillaged the place.
Okay,
Yeah.
as you pillage the place, you notice, ooh, I gotta double check, make sure there aren't more bolts of silk. Nope, okay. So that's most of the loot, and then there's stairs that go up to a secret door, which is where those guys initially were going in and out of before, as you're back in that basement before. And just can't help but notice those 2 wooden doors on the opposite side of the basement. The one that had danger written in chalk, and the other door.
We should check that out while we're here.
There's a bunch of beds here too, if you...
We could maybe rest here. As far as we know, there's no other bad guys, right?
Yeah, so Sekald and I go and get the boat, and then we pull that in and we anchor it off properly, and then
Load up all the supplies, and then we rest for a bit and leave at high tide.
before we leave, we just check those other 2 rooms that we didn't check.
Of course. And with all these supplies loaded into the boat with just Abby, the rest of us can swim.
I'm sure we can. I mean, the boat can hold 8 people. I'm sure it can fit all of us and the gear.
Yes, but there's 8 casks of alcohol and like possibly 4+ bolts
fair.
of silk, and not enough room.
There.
I'll say that one was salvageable. The one you burned a little bit.
Okay.
You just cut off a layer of material.
There might be like -1 gold on it or something.
Mm.
Yeah, nothing super serious.
So
It's
a
still
quick rest, maybe an hour downtime, just to get, or do you want to rest longer, Abby?
I mean, I'd prefer a longer rest because I won't get any of my spells back.
There are a
but-
bunch of nice beds for you.
nice
I
bed.
would.
I inspect the quality of these nice beds.
When I say nice, I mean it's not straw on the floor. They're just beds. They're normal.
Hmm.
You
So
do
this would
notice
be
that
low quality for me.
you notice, yeah. You
Okay.
notice all of them have wooden foot lockers that are not locked. Actually, that are locked. But I'll say because you have your thieves' tools and stuff, and it's such a low DC, you just unlock them all.
Yeah, I unlock them all and make sure they're empty. And if they're not empty, we pile up the stuff that's in them.
I would get my channel divinity back on a short rest, but that's the only thing I get back.
In total, out of all 10 of those foot lockers, you find a total of 7 gold and 15 silver.
Wow.
Wow.
Can
I'm
I?
gonna write that stuff down for now. We'll
Can I have your?
split it up later.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Step away again. I'll be right back.
Okay. So,
Um,
did you guys want to take a longer short rest?
I vote long, but I'm willing to make a vote.
I think we can, just one of us kind of stay awake, in shifts.
Yeah, we can do that.
Make sure that nothing. I mean,
You notice on the table in the middle of this room, there's a deck of cards out.
ooh.
I am gonna check all of the chests and look for a spell book.
Nope.
I look at the cards to see if they're marked in a way that one could use them for cheating.
You know, they don't have that in the adventure, but I'm gonna roll for something anyway. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, sweetness. Why didn't I write that down? That's very stupid of me. Perception is wisdom?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's why I didn't write it down, because it doesn't matter. 18.
Yeah, these cards are trick cards, so to speak, where you can like flip them around so the bottom's the top, the top's the bottom, and if you feel the sides of the deck of the card, you can feel like a little abbreviation of that one you flipped.
Oh.
I show that to Kade as I'm explaining, as I find them. These cards are marked. Our friend Ned was correct on both fronts. Your dice are loaded, and these cards, and I show her the trick. See? That is the Jack of Spades.
I can see why he got pissed at them. That's pretty much bullshit if you're friends and you're playing a game.
Right.
Yeah, that's
So
great.
the cards are marked and the dice are loaded. This deck was stacked against Ned from the start. He was their fall guy.
What a bunch of assholes.
Every good group of thieves has a fall guy, someone to fall back on to blame all the things and problems with. If the rest of the group can cut and run, the fall guy takes all the blame. Ned was the fall guy. He was left upstairs for adventurers to find, all marked and everything. And, then he would be blamed for all the problems and they could escape through the caves.
I kick the wizard's body and I'm like, or sorcerer or whatever he was, and I say, "That's a shit move. Look what happened. You screwed over Ned, and now you're dead. Nice job, idiot."
His eyes are just staring off into space as you just kick him and his head just turns sideways.
Oh.
Abby's like, "Come back."
Also, you guys don't even need to worry about it. His ropes are definitely not magical. They're just ropes.
Okay. On my turn of watch, I slither back into where they all are and double tap all the bodies.
Okay, yeah, they stay dead. You guys, during your long rest and your
Yeah,
patrols, nothing happens.
before we rest, I was gonna sit down and cast Detect Magic as a ritual and do a once-over of all of the stuff that we've gathered and also, just through the
What's the range on that? 30
area
feet?
down here.
60 feet?
Let's find out. I don't know. Give me a second.
That's something I always forget on Detect Magic.
I know.
If
think
you
it's-
cast it as a ritual, you can...
I think it's 30 feet.
Yeah, it's usually...
It is 30 feet, yes. And
Okay.
it lasts for up to 10 minutes, so I presume I can make a pretty thorough search of the place.
Okay, you sense magic on the armor, and you
Ooh.
sense magic on the dice.
Okay, cool. Well, tomorrow morning when I
and
put
the
on
pipe.
my armor.
And the pipe.
Okay.
Literally
Wow.
everything that The dice
Ooh.
and the pipe that the wizard had were magical, and the armor looks magical.
When Abby wakes up, she's gonna try and put that armor on.
Okay, you put it on, and I'll say the long rest was you bonding with it or attuning with it. That's the
Attuning.
word. It's Mariner's armor.
Ooh!
Nikes. What about the
Ooh.
pipe? If I play with the pipe for
That you attune to, and it is a pipe of remembrance, a new item in Ghost of Saltmarsh. Let me look it up now.
Oh, neat.
Boo, there it is. Wait, no, wrong appendix. There's only one page of magic items, and that's one of them. Alright. Don't worry, we'll end soon.
That's okay.
If you guys were wondering.
I was curious.
I was.
I know we're
because
not live, but we did have a longer than normal break, so I was thinking
Yeah.
we could play a little longer.
Right.
were-
I wouldn't mind. My major thing is that the dog's kind of traumatized and still thundering.
There it is. Pipe of Remembrance. It is a common magic item. This long, decorated wooden pipe features a bowl made from a smooth river stone. When the pipe is lit and the smoke is exhaled, it does not dissipate. Instead, it lingers around the bearer. After 10 minutes, the smoke forms into moving shapes that reenact the bearer's most impressive and heroic achievements for 5
That
minutes.
is so cool.
When
Oh my
this
God,
realistic
Katie, that's it.
performance is complete, the smoke dissipates. It can't be used this way again until the next dawn.
Abby
Oh my
might fight
God.
you for that.
So when you use it, I won't count this as your once a day. It's you taking care of those two bandit guys simultaneously.
Nice.
Katie's just like,
And those dice, they're not even attuned. They're not attuned. It's just loaded dice, but they're magically loaded.
Ah,
The common magic item from Xanathars.
Yes, we'll go with that. You can choose what they roll
oh, got it. Okay,
because that's what they were in the Xanathars, and I like that better.
right. This could come in handy, I say, referring to the dice. For, no reason.
And after you guys take your long rest, it's called. You just can't help but remember. Just flash back to the mage being like, "And I was the one that was gonna find the alchemist's secrets."
Oh no, yeah,
And
I
then
would
it just
remember
pans
that.
over to the danger door. And then secrets, alchemist.
I was going to ask you about that, but you said where we're going to end.
If you guys want to try either of those two doors before we stop again.
I would
Maybe
rather,
next time.
yeah, I'd rather wait.
Okay.
to be at
I now
full
have a
health.
25 swim speed
Ooh.
with my Mariner's armor. Oh shit, Nuggets, my AC went way up.
Yeah, and I think you can breathe underwater now.
No.
No?
But if I fall to 0 hit points while I am underwater, I automatically start rising.
That's what it was.
Nice.
Nice.
Way to go forward. I mean,
Ideally, though,
In the event of an emergency, you become a flotation door.
ideally though, I'm the cleric. I should never go unconscious. I hope
Yeah,
I don't,
right.
because if I do, we're all fucked.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. That's how that works. The cleric goes down the
I
pub.
hadn't anticipated the preserved life thing to be that crucial that quickly.
was.
I was so happy that I remembered that.
So on that note, would anyone like to have any plugs before we call it a night? Or call it a
well,
game, I should say, since we're
yeah,
not live.
so I'll just do generic Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Power Score RPG. Scott and I play in Dungeon of the Mad Mage / Acquisition Incorporated / whatever fun adventure comes up that day.
Chris Crash will be new Jim Dark Magic.
This is true. And then also every other Sunday at 4:30 p.m. on Uncanny Adventures, we do Skull and Shackles as a D&D 5e. And every other Monday, I run Call of Cthulhu at 7 p.m. Eastern time on my channel as well, which I'm going to be starting a new game that's going to be kind of another short run scenario thing over probably 6 sessions. Coming soon. Set in the Old West. But yeah.
Ooh.
Cool.
On a similar note, stay tuned to the channel because once we've kind of wrapped things up for one campaign, the next one that I'll be running will be a mighty fine adventure in the wild, dusty wastelands of the Morkiash Desert.
Nice.
Awesome.
And
Check out our Twitters. We're awesome. Tomorrow, I think we're still on for Waterdeep.
yes,
So
and I
that
still
will
need to
show
set
up. sometime after this.
And I still need to set that up so I can put it on YouTube from last week. Whoops.
It happens.
I've been busy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Cool.
Sage, you got anything or?
Unfortunately, I am one of the basically just the players. I'm here to enjoy. I don't really have any plugs. You guys plug what I would normally, anyways. So I'm thankful I get to enjoy and all the fun, and apparently explode people's heads with a frozen knife.
Yeah, I'm
That's
liking
the
this.
second time you critted with that. That is awesome.
I'm liking this signature move. So this probably gonna be your signature move.
I did not know this would. I didn't know a signature. Yeah, I didn't know that this could evolve into a signature move. I was just thinking, oh, this would probably be useful, and then all of a sudden, how many body counts do I have for it now?
Yeah.
They're going to start nicknaming you Brain Freeze.
Well, that's the thing. I'll go ahead and say it.
Everybody should just chill. Don't mind my cold demeanor.
God. Anyways, that's actually the thing. I originally created Sekald to have a nickname of Scald. I was planning on being a fire water wizard. And then all of a sudden, I'm apparently a frost wizard now.
It happens. It's funny how it just happens.
You go with what you're good at, and it's become the signature move just out of the blue, and it's nice to just role play with it.
A bit of foreshadowing. You might want to get some lightning spells.
I already planned on it with it being on the
Got you covered once we get to 3rd level. I'm an arcane trickster.
Oh, shoot.
Nice.
Rain's ledger domain.
Very nice.
And
I took Witch Bolt.
nice.
I already had my spells planned out.
And on that note, we'll see you guys next time as we see what's left of the sinister secrets of Saltmarsh.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.